Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
Thank you for listening to my daddy's podcast.
Hey, don't let these tears fool you. It's all dog around this mug. I'm good.
Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, Timothy J. Jones. And yes, I am the host of the State of the Saints podcast. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for checking out the State of the Saints podcast, where we talk New Orleans Saints. Well, Who Dat Nation, we are here once again for week 2 edition of State of the Saints podcast watch along. Thank you so much for choosing this platform to take a look at the Saints week 2 matchup versus the San Francisco 49ers. You know, Who Dat Nation, I know there's a lot of things been going on this week leading up to the New Orleans Saints playing the 49ers. It actually started when the New Orleans Saints were supposed to practice with the 49ers. And because the 49ers were dealing with some injuries, they just thought it would be best if both teams just kind of practice by themselves leading up to this game. We know that the New Orleans Saints finished up at California Irvine for training camp. So the next time we see the New Orleans Saints will be in Louisiana. They will have their final preseason game week 3 versus the Tennessee Titans. But tonight we're going to take a look at the Saints week 2 versus the 49ers. And like I said, we're trying to just take a look at maybe some things being a little bit better than they were last week. Last week, the first team got off to a slow start. We were told that maybe it had a lot to do with the fact that some of the guys that were supposed to play in the game didn't. We know Rashid Shaheed did not play. He was dealing with an injury. So I expect for Rashid Shaheed to be present tonight, maybe take part in the first team reps here. Also, Derek Carr, we know that he was 2 of 6 for 12 yards last week. A lot of scrutiny, a lot of criticism towards the way of the starting quarterback. So want to see if he can actually start off on a fast start. I'm not expecting for the New Orleans Saints to go out here and show us exactly what this offense will look during the regular season. But I think we need to see some execution, executing well the plays that are pretty simplistic, making sure that these guys can go up and down the field. This is a really good matchup for the New Orleans Saints. The 49ers, we know, are a formidable team. The last time we actually saw them when it comes to regular season and games that matter, they played in the Super Bowl. So we know that the San Francisco 49ers are a really good football team. And this should be a really good test for the New Orleans Saints. We know that Tallahassee Fuaga, the Saints' first-round pick, will not be playing in this game, had a back issue. Hopefully that's nothing really serious tonight. Landon Young will get the start at left tackle, followed by Lucas Patrick. You also have Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, and Trevor Penning on the right side. So that's going to be your starting offensive line for tonight's matchup. Like I said, man, I'm not looking for these guys to come out here and score 40 points. I just want to see execution. I want to see these guys go out here and do something that's worth talking about. I'm looking forward to seeing this pass rush going up against a formidable offensive line like the 49ers. Can they get that pressure on whoever's starting in this game tonight? Can the Saints be able to do some of the things defensively that we were very high on watching them play against the Arizona Cardinals? The Arizona Cardinals, they're not the 49ers, right? I think that it doesn't get any better than this. I think that is also going to create a challenge because the way this 49ers team is structured. And I look forward to seeing how the Saints are going to be able to adjust to that. Other than that, let's just try to get out of here virtually unscathed. Too many injuries for my liking. You got some guys that are coming back. You got some guys that I think that, to be honest with you, the Saints are just kind of holding out until the regular season. I don't think the injuries are that serious, but I just think that the New Orleans Saints are just trying to make sure that these guys are actually there and available week one. Players like Demario Davis and Alvin Kamara. So let's just try to get out this game virtually unscathed. Let's try to get some execution going. Hopefully we see some better things than we saw last week from Derek Carr. And I think we need to keep pushing it. As far as the reps, I think that Derek Carr needs to get at least 3 or 4 reps in this game. I look at some of these starting quarterbacks that are playing now, and you got the team sitting them out, and I'm just wondering, like, how in the world can these teams decide to sit their starting quarterback out, and Patrick Mahomes is playing in every preseason game? So I don't know, man, but I don't know how many reps or how many series that Derek Carr is going to have in this game, but hopefully he can put forward a better effort than we seen last week, because a lot of members of the Who Dat Nation are not very confident in the Saints starting quarterback. Shouts out to everybody in the comment section right now. Shouts out to everybody watching or listening to this, wherever you are, wherever you may be. I really do appreciate your time. I'm going to go ahead and read some of your comments before we get started. We still got about 5 minutes left before the game starts. So once again, this is just a watch along. Feel free to sit around. If you see something, put it in the comments. At halftime, we're going to take a few phone calls, before the start of the second half, just to see what you all think about the first half, what you expect in the second half. All right. This show is brought to you and powered by BetUS. You can sign up, get up to 125% on your first 3 deposits, up to $2,000. All right. The link is in the description. Thank you to the fine folks at BetUS, the official sponsor of the State of the Saints podcast for the 2024 season. But let me go ahead and read the comments here. Rashad, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Jerry, thank you for being here as well. Chemo, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And also, before I go through the chat again, while it's on my mind, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, Who Dat Nation. I really do. Thank you all so much. We've reached a milestone here on the State of the Saints podcast. We went over 11,000 subscribers. 11,000. We hit 11,000 today, and thank you so much. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not just saying this stuff for hyperbole. I'm really not. I started this podcast. A lot of you know I wasn't even on camera because I couldn't afford a webcam. And, this was something that, just turned into something very, very special for me. So I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If this is your first time checking this out, if this is your 1,000th time checking this out, thank you so much for believing in your boy. Thank you so much for hitting that subscription button. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to a guy from New Orleans and what he has to say. And I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So shouts out to the Who Dat Nation. Shouts out to sports fans all across the country, all across the world. Thank you for making the State of the Saints podcast possible. And thank you so much for helping us reach 11,000 subscribers. And also, I want to give a special shout out to Brute. Brute says a perfect first drive would be Carr throwing a touchdown on the first play. That way he did something good and we don't have to see him again. Yeah, Brute. I mean, look, we got to see something better than what we saw last week, right? 2 of 6. And it doesn't really serve your purpose when the 2 guys that are backing you up look better than you did. So, yeah, you might want to play a little bit better. So Who Dat Nation can actually feel like, we got a chance going into week 1. Ready to watch number 18. Mike Irvin, thank you so much. Says congrats on 11,000. Thank you, Brute. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the $5 donation as well. Shout out to 11,000. Let's go, TJ. Thank you, Keen Arthur. And y'all need to thank Keen Arthur, man, for this idea and this concept. I mean, I don't think I would be doing these watch alongs if it wasn't for King Arthur, to be honest with you. So y'all need to thank King Arthur for this preseason watch along. And also immediately following the game, letting everyone know that you can come over on Bleacher Report. On Bleacher Report, we're going to be doing the Saints post game over there. Look, I have been asked to do preseason post game over on Bleacher Report. This will be this week as well as next week. And also, I got some good news as well. For the month of September, I will be working with Bleacher Report once again for the entire month of September. So make sure that you all check it out. Make sure that you all follow me on Bleacher Report. I'm going to put the link to the actual video. Once again, immediately following the watch along, we will go over to Bleacher Report and we will talk and discuss this game in its entirety. So make sure that you hit that link. Make sure you follow me on Bleacher Report. You have to download the Bleacher Report app, and you can search TJAY Jones 8. All right. You have to download the Bleacher Report app to check out the show. Search TJAY Jones 8. You'll find me. Or all you have to do is when you download the app, select the New Orleans Saints, and you'll be able to check out the live. Right. Once you select the New Orleans Saints page on Bleacher Report, you'll see the link for the show coming up tonight at 11. All right. So make sure you do that. All right. Ivan says, TJ, congrats on 11,000. And are you crying? Shouts out to you, bro. And yeah, thank you, Kimo. And thank you for the kind words, man. I got your message and I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you for supporting me throughout the years. What's your opinion on what happens at right tackle? Man, you already know what I feel about right tackle. I think I even wrote a song about it that you all can check out. All right, make sure you check it out. Trevor's put down on bending knee out right now. All right, or you make sure you check it out. But look, they need to go in a different direction. You can't have this guy out here at right tackle starting the season. He's terrible. He's not very good. All right. And it's a waste of time. I know you don't want to admit that you made a mistake, but you made a mistake. So to me, there's nothing really you can do about it. And it's pretty sad when you think about it. It's pretty sad, and it just makes the organization look incompetent and makes us feel as if this organization doesn't really have a good hand on what the hell is going on. So they got to find somebody. Some people was talking about, a few offensive linemen that were on the street. They talking about, oh, this guy too old. Oh, this guy always hurt. Bruh, anybody's better than this dude right now. I just want y'all to know that, all right? Anybody is better than this dude right now. So while y'all sitting up here thinking that the greatest right tackle or all-pro right tackle gonna walk through the door, like, you sadly mistaken. So if somebody can actually give you some type of stability there for the most part, you got to go with them, right? You're not going to, unless you make this blockbuster trade with someone, guess what? This is where it is. It is what it is, and Trevor Penning is going to be this guy. So to me, anybody's better than Trevor Penning. So I don't know what to tell you. I know some people, I was, putting some ideas and, out there, and people like, man, that dude suck. I heard his fan base say he not good. Like, what do you think you're going to get? What do you think you're going to get, leading up to the regular season where everybody feels like they got a chance to win something? So I just want to know, you got to do what's best for the organization at this point and try to stabilize that right side the best way you can until the cavalry comes. And I don't feel like the cavalry is going to come until 2025, when you probably can sign a free agent or draft a guy. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. If the O-line is not up to standard, we're in trouble. And don't be surprised if we go 0-8 or 2-13, the front office on down gets cleaned out. Yeah, I mean, everybody's saying that this going to be real bad. I hope not. I hope that they're listening to everything that everybody's saying about them. I hope that it motivates them to actually play better, because right now nobody believes in these dudes. As I'm taking a look on my phone, I got my phone right here. I'll put it in front of the laptop so I can actually see what's going on. The game just officially popped on here. They're warming up. They're taking a look at Derek Carr, 9-8 record in the first season as the Saints starting quarterback. So the game is about to be underway real soon. Let me know in the chat, what do you all think and what are your expectations for tonight? What are you thinking? What are you taking a look at? Who has your eye and where's the DA? Who catches your eye or who you want to catch your eye in tonight's game? Let me know. TJ, I need to hear that Ooh You, my favorite song so far. Yeah, man, look, that's all available too. I got to make sure that I don't think I uploaded it as a video on here, but yeah, I'll make sure I put it on here. Let's see. I would go broke to get some good old linemen. Yeah, I think a lot of people will. Kimo says, laughing at that song. Yeah, man, look, Trevor's down on bended knee. Yeah, I like that one right there, man. It was pretty funny. I was at the water park yesterday with my wife, and we're standing in line waiting to, take part in like the little water ride. And I asked her, did she see the song? And and she was like, yeah, I heard you up in the room struggling. My wife always, kind of keeps me level-headed and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, well, if I was sounding, like I was Boys to Men, I said, would it be as funny, right? So, but she always supports everything that I do, man. And shouts out to everybody that checked out that video. I told y'all that I was gonna make that video and make the song. So I hope you all enjoyed that, man. And it's all about fun. People are commenting, talking about, man, it ain't Trevor Penny's fault. Like, he came from a small school. Like, whoa, man, calm down. All right, it's only jokes here, okay? We understand where he came from and all that kind of stuff, but man, like, people take stuff way too serious. Now, if I wanted to like go back and forth, I could easily just tell him, like, it's not like the New Orleans Saints didn't have offensive linemen that didn't come from small schools like Jari Evans, right? Did he come from a big name school? No. Did Jeremiah Bushrod come from a big time school? No. All right. Did Terod Armstead come from a big name school? Nah, he came from the SWAC. And we know they don't got no respect for the SWAC. So what's his excuse? But people don't think like that. They see people having a good time. They see people having fun. They see people laughing. And here they come want to be the voice of reason, but they make themselves look ridiculous. I won't say make them look ridiculous, but it just makes them look like some haters, right? Especially when you don't really think about it. It seemed like you just read the comments and wanted to be that one person in the room. But that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Whoever made that comment, I don't even remember who it was. But if you think about it, you will realize how crazy that sounds, saying that he came from a small school and people let him down. Like, some of the greatest New Orleans Saints offensive linemen came from small schools that you would need Wikipedia to find. So that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But shouts out to everybody that actually enjoyed the song. I appreciate you all. And if you did, man, make sure you check it out. Trevor's Down on Bending Knee, out right now on State of the Saints YouTube page. Man, every year I say I'm not going to get stirred up by the Saints, and every year I'm stressed out. Well, that's because you're a fan, my friend. It's because you're a fan. You're emotionally invested in the team. Like, it's like saying to yourself, I know it's on like a much lighter scale, but it's like saying, man, I ain't got no time for my kid, man. Like, I ain't got no time for him. You done made me mad for the last time. But it's your kid, right? You're always gonna love him no matter how upset you are at him. I mean, it's a much lighter scale, but you get what I'm saying. When you're emotionally attached to something, it's kind of hard for you to be able to shy away from it no matter how hard you try. We all want the New Orleans Saints to win. And even though a lot of us feel like the team is going to fall short, we're hoping that we're wrong, right? We don't want to feel that way. We saying these things, but we're hoping that we're wrong. We hope that somebody come up to us and say, well, you remember when we was in week 2 of preseason, you said the Saints weren't going to win nothing? I mean, I hope that I'm wrong. I think we're all that way. What's happening, TJ? We got a new song. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a new song up in there, man. Trevor Down on Bending Knee. I on the OC tonight for me. I wouldn't really put too much stock into that, Todd, because this is going to be a very, like Ross was saying, like a very 2% milk type offense. Like, it's about execution to me. That's what I want to see tonight. I'm not trying to see triple reverses and a bunch of motion and stuff like that. I just want to see some really good execution. I want to see some guys being able to, like, for them to set up plays where a wide receiver can make an opportunity to make somebody miss, or can set up a long play deciding what that particular wide receiver does. That's what I want to see. I'm not really concerned about trying to, have him in his bag and all that. Like, save that stuff for week one. Save it for week one. You don't want to show your hand in a exhibition game. Like, I'm okay with that. I know we want to see flash and pizzazz and all that kind of stuff, but I want to see some really good execution tonight. If I see some really good execution offensively, I'm okay with that. They don't even have to score. I just need to see them maybe, sustain some job, maybe get a few first downs, set up a field goal. I'm okay with that. But need to see something better. Like, the offense did not look good last week. It got off to a slow start. And I'm just tired of hearing people make excuses about it, right? I'm just tired of seeing people making excuses. I'm tired of people making excuses about Derek Carr. I'm just sick of it, man. When I'm watching these rookies, wide-eyed, bushy-tail rookies go out there with third-string offensive linemen, they leading their team down the field. Like, it just does not make me feel good. And what's Derek's excuse when you have rookies that are really fighting to get a roster spot and they look better than he does? Like, that's confusing to me. So I don't have any excuses. Like, I don't have any excuses. I don't feel like we need to give any excuses. Like, I just want to see some really good execution. That's the key tonight. LOL, is success too much to ask? I am taking any positive. Look, all I want and everybody else want is for this team to be as successful as possible. This isn't one of those seasons where we feel like it's going to be a bunch of success. I think this is going to be a competitive football team that's going to fight most games, probably going to end up losing more games than winning. But if you're there fighting to the end of the game, who knows? Like, you might win these football games. And also, maybe this can be one of those teams where they're motivated because everybody counts them out. I mean, everybody is telling you, everybody is saying to you that you're not good. Everybody's saying to you that you suck. Everybody's saying to you that you're going to be one of the worst teams in football. I want to say somebody said that the Saints were going to be 5-12. Like, that's just mad disrespectful right there. People just washing their hands with you and just feel like you're going to be an afterthought. If you are an afterthought, then you have nobody to blame but yourself. I mean, we know what this team is. Like, we know that this team is going to need some luck and attrition in order for them to be able to be a playoff team. We know that these guys are up there in age. We know that the Saints are dealing with cow cushion players out here, nickel and dime guys, you know what I'm saying? Those nickel and dime boys that they decide to pick up. And they're hoping that undrafted, unproven guys can actually do it, because in my humble opinion, I feel like this organization already feels like maybe they're not looking at the guy that could be the head coach of the future. And they're giving him just enough in order for him to try to prove himself, to try to see if he can actually make the playoffs with this. Not the worst I've seen, but I can understand why they don't want to exhaust their money, and they want to get back to the middle, because maybe next year you can make yourself more competitive. So I don't have an issue with that. They gave Dennis Allen, in my opinion, enough to actually do something with, but they didn't give him enough for them to actually feel, make him feel like they're fully committed to him, which they should. But we're going to see, we're going to see throughout this season. And like I said, I want to see tonight, can they get the job done as the kickoff is about to take place here. I'm going to go ahead and get off camera and we're going to go ahead and talk about the game. Feel free to comment throughout the watch along, and just put your comments in the chat. And like I said, at halftime, we'll go ahead and we'll talk a little bit about the game. All right, so I hope you all enjoy it. All right, as we see, I believe this is Blake Groupie about to kick it off to the 49ers to get the game started. All right, here we go. All right, gets a little bit past the 30 there. So Brock Purdy is coming out. Brock Purdy is going to start in this game. Should be a good little, test for the Saints defense. If Brock Purdy is out there, they have some playmakers out there, and they're gonna have the majority of the offensive line because you want to make sure that you're protecting your quarterback here. So no Christian McCaffrey tonight. Not a surprise. All right, here's a handoff there. Okay, fighting up there, gets a few yards. Like I said, it doesn't really get better than the San Francisco 49ers. So this will be a good test for this defense to start off this game. They got 5 yards on the first play. Tight end in motion. Off of play action, Brock Purdy looking, goes to it, and it's completed by Willis. So that's going to be a first down. And you got Colin Saunders out there. You got Cam Jordan. You got Carl Granderson. Got Brian Brzee. So these guys are going to be your starters. I mean, your linebackers are a different group. But you got Kool-Aid McKinstry and Alontae Taylor playing on the outside today. All right, here's the handoff right here. And good penetration by the Saints defense. That's DeMarco Jackson. Definitely what you want to see from DeMarco Jackson right there. His third year coming out of Appalachian State. First year he was out for the season. Second season, he spent most of his time on special teams. So good to see him making plays. This is how you get good. This is how you get yourself back into being a credible team. You take advantage of some of these draft picks. It looked like DeMarco Jackson is a pretty solid player. 2nd and 12. Brock Purdy looking, goes through the progressions again, checks it down, throws it out of bounds. So good defensive plays right there. Defense looking pretty decent. I won't say pretty decent. They've been looking really good. If the Saints are going to be a contender, if the Saints are going to be one of those teams that's trying to win the NFC South, it's going to be because of this defense. As we look at 3rd and 12, we see that the New Orleans Saints, they got Chase Young, they got Carl Granderson out there. It's probably something that you're going to see throughout the season, getting some of your best pass rush on those 3rd down situations here. So let's see what they do. All right, he gets through, throws it, and it looks to be incomplete on the 3rd and 12. And Kool-Aid McKinstry is limping. That is not what you want to see. But good pressure by the defensive front there. You see, Brian Brzee goes there, gets that pressure. So Brian Brzee, looking like he is definitely poised to have a good second season. Kool-Aid McKinstry was limping off the field. That's not what you want to see. I want to stress that. All right, here we go. All right. It's return. And it looked like Cedric Wilson is the returner again. So good pressure on Brock Purdy right there. Saints first team D is looking just as dominant as they did as we go to a break, and Derek Carr is about to take the field with the first team's offense. Cam Jordan playing patty cake at D tackle. Well, look, they're going to get pressure. They're going to get pressure like up the middle with Brian Brzee and Cam Jordan. And then you got Chase Young and Carl Granderson on the outside. That's a dangerous duo right there. We already know defense is solid. That defense is going to be some dogs. We seen it last week with the first team, and it looked like we seen it again with the first team. Like, these guys are getting pressure on the quarterbacks. And this is a really good sign right here, especially going up against the majority of the 49ers offensive linemen. So You know, they're not going to put Brock Purdy out there if they didn't put most of their starting offensive linemen out there. That would be insane. We already know defense is solid, and smart coverage by Taylor to pick up the running back, and Brazil continues to pop. Yeah, I mean, Brian Brzee had a really solid season last year. I don't think a lot of people paid that much attention to it, but he had a pretty solid season. He had 4.5 sacks from the interior, and I expect for him to get close to double-digit sacks as long as he stays healthy. But I hope Kool-Aid McKinstry is okay. I hope that Kool-Aid is okay, man. He looked like he was limping pretty hard there, so hopefully it's not anything too serious. You don't want to see Kool-Aid McKinstry be gone. And according to Nick Underhill, says McKinstry is in the injury tent as of right now. So let's hope that everything works out. We shouldn't see him anymore tonight. That we get the point. But, you know, the NASCAR package is definitely off the chain right now. That NASCAR package with Cam Jordan, Brian Brzee, Chase Young, and Carl Granderson, yeah, that's good money right there. All right. As we return back to the game, the Saints' first team offense led by quarterback Derek Carr is about to take the field. So let's see what Derek Carr and the first team can actually do. See if they can actually pick up some first downs or something. Derek Carr went to school out in California, Fresno, California, at Fresno State. And here we go again. Starts off on a high note. Well, a note that we already know, a false start. It wouldn't be the Saints' offensive line if they didn't start a game by a false start, ladies and gentlemen. So, once again, 1st and 10. False start penalty to start it off. Now it's 1st and 15. Behind the chains once again. Now instead of 10 yards, you got to get 15. All right, here we go. Delayed handoff right here to Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill runs right up the middle there. Looks like he gets a little bit more, so it's a manageable 2nd down. That was a different look. I ain't never seen Taysom Hill get a delayed draw play from under center. Okay, Jamal Williams is in the backfield on the 2nd and 7. So get themselves back to a manageable 2nd down play. All right, it's a play action. Carr rolls out, throws the ball, and it is caught by Chris Olave for about 2 yards. And man rolled out for 2 yards. All right, here we go. And it's caught. So good catch by Chris Olave, but what you got, about 3 yards on that play? Some boot action for 3 yards. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4. All right, what are they doing now? They're trying to see. Okay, here we go. 1 foot. And that's definitely a catch. All right. Come on, man. It's preseason. What are y'all doing? They challenging the play, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 1st down. You could actually see the turf, a little bit of the rubber come up. So that's definitely a catch by Chris Olave for 3 yards. He rolled out like that. That was about to be something special right there. All right, here we go. It wouldn't be a watch along if we ain't have spam in the chat. Get rid of that. Let's see. Smart coverage by Taylor. I think I already read that. Says Taysom at running back should have been a thing for years. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that draw play they just ran with him. I mean, I don't think 49ers were ready for it anyway. So, yeah, that was a good play. If we can get Taysom involved in the running game, that might be something. That might be something you can actually work with. Good evening, friends and family. Jules, what's going on, man? I appreciate you for being here. Kelvin says a toe drag swag. Let's see. I like Taysom at running back. Yeah, you just get Taysom involved in any capacity he can. I mean, I think you'll be okay. We challenging 3 yards. Says Deuce McAllister on X. He says we're challenging 3 yards now in the league. So a 3-yard catch. All right. But I guess, you got to do what you got to do, Deuce. Got to do what you got to do. So right now we waiting to see. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a catch. I think the Saints should explore more of a spread offense to give Carr a chance to see the field. I don't believe we have the personnel to be heavy run or 50-50 pass and run. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a really good idea. I think the offense that they're running now should be okay because it kind of hides the offensive line's imperfections. Like, if you don't have like the best offensive line in the world, you still can run it. The commentators are already talking like we suck. Well, I mean, can you blame them? Can you blame them? Like, we can't sit up here and have these conversations here and think that other people don't feel the same way that we do. All right, so here's the challenge on that on the 3rd and 4 here. And let's see what we got here. Carr is in the gun. Got a little motion going here. All right, in the gun. Here we go. Gets the pressure, tries to hand it off to Jamal Williams, checks it down, and 4th down. So I don't know what's going on there. I mean, it was a pretty decent pocket there. Like I can understand, like, they got the rush up the front. But, and that's something, once again, you don't want from Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams, to me, is not a receiving running back. He's more of like that one cutback. But another 3 and out for the Saints offense, first team, once again. So you're going to have to figure that thing out. All right, here comes the defense back out there on the field again. Says, why are the starters playing? Because they ain't good enough to sit on a bench. And then you got a new offense. So you want to get as many reps as you possibly can. He held that ball so long, man. Man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Okay, no, more like a play action. Brock Purdy dancing around, throws the ball down the field, and it is almost intercepted. Did he catch that pass? Wow. Okay. Come on, man. Gene Charles. Yeah, that was supposed to be an interception right there. That was supposed to be an interception. That was supposed to be an interception, my friend. That's how you make a name for yourself, right? But it's also the reason why you play defense, because you can't catch. But good pursuit by the Saints defensive line right there. Good pursuit by the defensive line. Should have been an interception. But good pursuit by the defensive line there. Tried to run the ball once again. Sets up a 3rd down, very manageable 3rd down. All right. All right. Shouts out to all the people that's ahead of everybody else, but we're gonna try to get this stuff. We're gonna try to, figure this out at the same time. All right. All right. I know it's about to be a sack on a 3rd down because somebody just said this. All right. All right, but let's try to be on the same page. I'm probably a little bit behind than most. All right. But I'm seeing what's happening. I'm seeing what happening. Already know what's about to happen. All right, so good play by the Saints defensive line right there. Really getting that pressure on Brock Purdy right there. So another 3 and out. Another 3 and out for the San Francisco 49ers. Saints get another opportunity. Probably going to have their first team offense out there once again. All right, Cedric Wilson lets it bounce, and that's not the best idea. Understand why he did it, but that was a good punt right there. Good punt right there. So shouts out to Harvin. So give the Saints a long field to deal with. Derek Carr's back out there once again. I expect for probably this to be his last, probably be one of his last series right here. So hopefully he doesn't do too much damage. He can actually maybe get a first down or two. All right. I mean, Chase Young, like, man, if Chase Young is playing like this around week 5, man, you just go ahead and extend this dude. All right, here's the handoff to Jamal Williams right there. Get some really good solid yards there. So good penetration, good push up front by the offensive line. I mean, Landon Young, starting left tackle here today. I mean, this ain't the starting defensive line of the 49ers. I don't, so a lot of guys out there, second, third string guys, but, solid job so far. As we go to 2nd and 6 for the New Orleans Saints. Like, you got a little pressure up there. You'll hand off and goes absolutely nowhere, straight stonewalled. Good penetration by Brown there. San Francisco 49ers defense stepping up, shooting the gap there. I mean, he was there in a hurry. I mean, somebody definitely missed the tackle. I mean, missed the block right there. And it looked like, I don't know if that was a live or what, but I don't know, man. 3rd and 7 for the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr in the gun. He goes back, looking, throws the ball downfield, and it is incomplete, intended for Cedric Wilson. And another 3 and out for the New Orleans Saints. Another 3 and out for the black and gold, man. I mean, to Derek Carr's credit, I mean, you can't throw a ball better than that. So I can't even get mad at Derek Carr for that one. You gotta be able to make that catch. So yeah, I can talk about Derek Carr all day, but that was not his fault that Cedric Wilson didn't catch that pass. Cedric Wilson looking like that definitely ain't the answer at the 3rd string. So I don't know. A.T. Perry may need to, look at this game as a great opportunity for him to seal up and lock up that number 3 spot. Said Carr said. I don't know, man. I mean, on that 3rd and 7, I can't too much blame him on that one, man. I mean, he hit the dude right in the face in the face mask with it. So, and then also he was a little bit late on his cut. So I'm just saying, like, we can criticize him, and I agree that I don't think this experiment gonna be the best, but for that particular play, yeah, that was more on Cedric Wilson than it was on Derek. Wilson moved like Callaway. He stared the receiver down. It hit him in the face. He got to catch it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I can't hate on Derek on that one. I know we like to look at him and blame him for every particular thing, but that wasn't his fault. Not that one. Rattler will show Carr. That's what I want, man. I want, like, man, he can go sit down somewhere. If we can get those other young guys in the game, if we can get them back, in the game, like with his first team, like how they, well, not back, but, in the game with this first team, if we can do that, then let's see if that's, but I don't think they're going to do that. They ain't going to do that. They ain't going to do that. No, we ain't gonna put you out there like that, Derek. We're not gonna do that to you, Derek. We're not gonna do that to you, man. TJ, you think Rattler will get time with the 1s and 2s? I hope he does. Carr make Mac Jones respect. Wilson definitely not the answer for number 3. Yeah, this whole wide receiver room outside of Shaheed, outside of Olave, is a disaster. Absolute disaster, man. And honestly, I'm even having my reservations about Olave as the number 1 guy. I think Olave is good, but I don't know, man. he lacks something in my opinion when it comes to being that number one receiver. I think he's number one good, but I just think that he's missing something. Like I'm so serious. Like, all right, here we go. Brock Purdy back in the game for his third series. So see if we get Brock some work here. On the 1st and 10. All right, here we go. And we got Chase Young setting the edge there. I mean, he was all over that play. Chase Young might go down as one of the best free agent pickups in New Orleans Saints history. I'm serious, man. If this dude can stay healthy, like, first off, you do not let this dude leave the building. You do not. Like, you pay this dude. Like, you do not. Like, this dude can go down in history as the greatest, like, free agent signing in the Saints history. All right, there you go. Good wrap up by Willie Gay there. Brock Purdy taking what the defense gives him. It sets up a tangible third down. Like, I like Chris Olave, T. Lord. I really do, man. I like him, but dude a little soft to me. Like, seriously. Like, I think he's good, but he's soft. Like, he like a little bit of an upgrade to Brandon Cooks. Like, he a little bit better than Brandon Cooks was or is, but he's soft. Like, I don't see first. I don't know where they going with that. Yeah, that's incomplete anyway. So just as bad as the Saints, offense is looking. San Francisco offense looking pretty bad too. I mean, Saints defense is really good here, playing pretty well. So, all right, so he stopped on his route right there. So the defense looking good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kool-Aid McKinstry is hurt. Yeah, I mean, you need a Olave on your team, but there's something, man, this dude is like making some of the worst decisions when it comes to like fielding these punts. But I mean, to his credit, he's not a punt return. Like he's making some terrible decisions. But anyway, yeah, Chris Olave, like I said, he's talented. He'll give you those 1,000 yards and all that. But when I think about a number one receiver, like I feel like you need to have like this dog-like mentality. You need this dog-like mentality. And I don't think he has it. Like, I think he's like a style and finesse guy. And I already said, like, I feel like if the Saints was to draft another number one wide receiver on the team, I don't think he'll have an issue with it. This man just ready to check him down. It's off to Foster Monroe, but at least they look like they get close to the first down. All right, that brings up second down right there, 2nd and 3. So Carr getting some good amount of snaps in this game. And the game going pretty fast. All right, here we go right here. Cedric Wilson is in motion. All right, here's the handoff. And there we go. Jamal Williams. Really good run right there. Good hole. You got to get some credit there. If I'm not mistaken, that was actually Trevor Penny that set that up. Trevor Penny and Cesar Ruiz there. Yep. All right, there you go. And and also Taysom Hill. So good run right there. And like I said, that's what you need from Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams is that type of running back. He's that type of runner. Like, he's not going to like make anybody miss. But if you open up and create some lanes for him, there's Taysom right there running. Is it crazy to think that maybe Taysom Hill is probably the second best running back on the Saints team? Ain't that crazy? It's probably the second best running back on his team. Axabum SOTS familiar for life. Thank you very much, Josh, for being here. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And 1st and 10s. All right, so good little 2 plays right there. Good 2 plays. All right, here we go. In motion. All right, here we go. Derek Carr, back to pass, throws it down the seam. Man, it is caught by Chris Olave. So there you go. There you go right there. You know, you get 2 really good running plays right there, and then, you know, the team has to respect the run. So that sets up an opportunity for Derek Carr to get the pass off to Olave. So, yeah, there you go. You know, good pass right there, good connection. That's what you want to see. All right, so offense starting to move. It's on the move to football here. All right, here we go. Here's the toss. Off to Jamal Williams. That goes absolutely nowhere. So good penetration by Robinson in the 49ers defense. So we got to see what went wrong on that play. All right, so I don't know. It almost looked like Taysom Hill and Trevor Penny were trying to block the same guy. It looked like Taysom was supposed to get the outside man there. So, like, miscommunication right there. Okay, they hand it off to Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams gets past the line of scrimmage for a few yards. Is that Jamal Williams? No, I'm sorry. It looked like Jordan Mims. So Jordan Mims carries the ball right there. So that sets up a 3rd and 10 for New Orleans Saints. This was a pretty good drive you put on paper as far as the running game, and a good pass by Derek Carr to Chris Olave. All right, here we go on a 3rd and 10. Jordan Mims is in motion, got an empty backfield. Derek Carr in a gun. Here you go. It's the snap. He looks, goes through it, and throws it to Cedric Wilson. So that sets up a 4th down right there. And they're going to go for it on a 4th and 5. I think this is probably going to be the last. I think it's probably going to be the last drive for Derek Carr tonight. This all right, on the 4th and 5 right here. All right, here we go. Derek Carr looking, throws it, and it is caught. And that is caught by Bud Means. So Bud Means gets his first catch in a game. So there you go. Good drive right here by the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr making some things happen. All right. Better showing for Trevor Penny here today. So far, I got to say. Been looking at Trevor Penny like really close. I mean, he's played really well so far. I don't want to jinx him, but here we go. Oh, wait a minute. All right. So Jamal Williams running the ball really hard, really tough, getting some really, really tough yards right now. So this is definitely much better offensively than we've seen. It's much better, but unfortunately somebody's down right now. And not what you want to see as a 49ers player on the ground. All right, so good drive right here. I mean, good mix of running a pass, a couple good passes by Derek Carr, a couple good runs by the Saints, good offensive line blocking up the field. So I gotta say, man, looking pretty good. Now, even on that last run from Jamal Williams, if you look at Trevor Penny, man, I mean, he basically stonewalled somebody on the line. So I don't know, man. Like, he's looking pretty good right now, and maybe that's just what it is, man. They're trying to be a running team. Maybe that's probably one of the main reasons why the New Orleans Saints feel like he'll be a better fit, because they not trying to throw the ball as much, but still need some better play from that particular side. But he's doing a really good job so far. Pat, thank you very much for the 199. Looking good now. Yeah, good drive, good execution from the offensive line, especially and also Jamal Williams, a really good, strong running he's doing right now, and also Taysom Hill. So good balance of the run and pass. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, for the exception of a few backfield hiccups, like the play where I want to say Jordan Mims lost yards. It looked like Taysom Hill and Trevor Penny were trying to block the same guy. It seemed like maybe Taysom should have went to the outside to try to block the lineman that was there. It seemed like that was just a little bit of a mix up there. Trevor needs that confidence, get him some pancakes in the game, a run game, and he will gradually get better. Well, I mean, run blocking ain't the problem. It's the pass protection. These guys are like bull rushing them and stuff like that, and all these different like finesse swim moves. All right, so Nicholas Williams was the one that was hurt. All right, so it's good to see that he's on the sidelines walking around. Definitely what you want to see. Don't want to see anybody get hurt. All right, so here we go. Back to action here. New Orleans Saints get a 1st and 10 on that big run from Jamal Williams. Carr in the gun, snaps the ball. Hands it off to Taysom. Taysom gets past the line of scrimmage for a few yards. I'd say about 3 or 4. So Taysom Hill, man, really strong running right here. And maybe this is something that the Saints are going to bring to the regular season, having Taysom Hill, in the backfield, handing the ball off to him. And we know that Taysom Hill is a strong, tough runner. So 4 carries for 21 yards so far. All right, here we go. In the gun, Derek Carr looking, throws it to Chris Olave. Got to be careful with that right there, man. Got to be careful with that. All right, so here we go. Turns around. That's caught. All right, so good catch by Chris Olave. But that's a pass that you really don't want to see, from your star double wide receiver, quarterback throwing it like that. Like that could have been some mad serious right there. So the end of the first quarter, Saints are driving right now. So this is what you want to see, man. Like this is the type of drive that you want to see. Definitely want to see them try to capitalize on it, maybe get 7 on this drive. But it's good to see them actually go down the field. Give Olave and slant and go route. Olave taking too many big hits. That's what I'm saying, man. That pass that he just threw to him, man, you got to protect your receiver right there. He threw it too high. You got to throw that thing down low to the ground where he doesn't absorb that shot. Right? Him catching that ball up top right there, man, like you expose his chest, like you expose his back. Like you gotta throw it down low right there. Especially when you have two defenders like just making a beeline towards him. So, don't want to see him get hurt in no situation like that. Ain't got much yak in him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't see too many yak plays. You get some really good catches, but not too many yards after the catch. That's why I feel like the Saints need another like alpha male type receiver. They need like another big time wide receiver. They need to mix up the play game because the other teams will know the plays before we play. Well, I think you're gonna see a difference. Like this is pretty simplistic right here, what they're running right now. So I think you're probably going to see a little bit of a different vibe with the offense when the season starts. This is like preseason more about execution and getting things on tape for guys that probably on a bubble, give them opportunity to maybe make a team or, basically you can evaluate the player and tell them what they need to work on. Carr is looking better, but I will say that this dink and dunk game will catch up fast because defenses will start condensing and taking these passes away and crowding the box for the run game. Well, like I said, man, I mean, I don't want to be one of them people that just, oh, if he play bad, oh, he's horrible. If he play good, it's just not good enough. I think what they're asking him to do and what he has done in this game tonight, is much better than last week. I mean, he's 7 of 8, 46 yards right now. So, I can't too much argue with this. He's doing a much better job. All right, here's the handoff right here. And this is to Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams fight for a few more yards. And Jamal Williams is looking pretty good in this game. All right, maybe this could be like one of those. Maybe this could be like a resurgence for Jamal Williams. I mean, he definitely needed. I don't think he was utilized the right way. And maybe this offense is more suitable for him. But he's running pretty hard, man. He's doing a really good job so far. All right, so you got a 12-play, 87-yard drive going. Time off the clock. Derek Carr looking, tried to fade it, and it's incomplete. Intended for Chris Olave. So he's going to Chris Olave early and often, And Chris Olave almost had the catch there, but like I said, I mean, outside of Olave, man, who else do you have? I mean, I know that Rashid Shaheed, I don't see him, so I'm pretty sure he's not going to play in this game, but you need something more than this. All right, here's the handoff. This is to Jordan Mims. Jordan Mims fights up the field, a few yards there. All right, all right, here we go right here on the 3rd and goal. All right, as we take a look at Dennis Allen's 14-play, 89-yard drive here. Let's see if they can cap it off with a touchdown. Here's the handoff. This is to Jordan Mims, and Jordan Mims is in the end zone. Did he get it? No, it's on the brings up 4th and goal. So good, strong running right here. I mean, look, the offensive line, much better job in this game. But I think it's I think that's a touchdown. I think it's what the doctor ordered, though. Get these big boys, get their confidence up, let them get a couple good run plays, make them feel confident about themselves. They've been hearing how terrible they are and how bad they suck all week long. So try to see if we can actually get these guys, them some confidence. The 4th and goal. They're challenging the play. 2 challenges, man, in the first half. All right. But I think it is. But he got to be careful, man. Like, he lucky he didn't concuss himself. Like, you can't run with your head down low. But I think it's a touchdown. What y'all think? Y'all think Jordan Mims scored? I think he did. They pounding the ball. I like that. But we know that's what they want to do this season. We know they want to run the football. So if you can run the football, man, I mean, you're effective doing that. It can probably set up the play action game. And I think that's what the Saints are trying to bet on. They're trying to run the football and, they want to play really good defense, right? So that's how you going to win football games. But you also there are going to be times where, you're going to have to put up some points. You're going to have to execute, man. I mean, you're not going to be able to, dink and dunk and run the ball, without having to put up some points against some of the top offenses when you play them. So, but this is a much better start. Much better start for the Saints than last week. I'll take this one any day of the week. Running the ball opens up so many possibilities. Yeah, if you have a really strong running game, it sets up the play action, right? I mean, sets up explosive plays. So let's see what they can actually do. If they can actually run the football and, they use all of their running backs, you add Taysom to the mix, might have something there. let's see, kick the field goal and take the starters out. Well, I don't know, man. I think you need to go for it. If it's fourth down, fourth and goal. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to see Derek Carr anymore after this series. Like he did enough. You put a positive taste in the mouth of the Hooter Nation. Versus what you did last week, and this is a step in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction. All right, so here we go. So fourth and goal. They're challenging the play, trying to see if Jordan Mims scored. And it's a fourth down, and they hand the ball off, and they're in for the touchdown. All right. Taysom Hill scores the touchdown. Good running play, good execution. Good execution by the Saints. Good balanced attack there between the run and the pass. And then you got Taysom as like a fullback. Man, this can. Yeah, Derek Carr is fired up. He's excited. Derek Carr fired up. He's excited about it. So, all right. I mean, good running. All right, so here we go. Blake Grupe for the extra point is up, and it is good. All right, so New Orleans Saints get it on the board. Derek Carr drives the Saints down the field. I want to say, man, it was, nice long drive. You had 3 running backs that were a part of that. Taysom Hill playing running back. And you had Jordan Mims and also Jamal Williams. So, gotta like what you see, man. Like what you see from the run blocking. Gotta like what you see from the execution. So yeah, I don't think you're gonna see Derek Carr anymore tonight. TJ, do you think this could be something with Taysom? Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think they'll be doing this right now if this wasn't gonna be something that they're gonna add to the arsenal, right? And also, if you notice, like on that touchdown, he played fullback, and we know that he's going to do that this season because the way that they lined him up. I think the Saints are going to use Taysom Hill more like they Kyle Juszczyk. How the 49ers use Kyle Juszczyk. So, man, this can be a magical year for Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill might put up some numbers like have people like, man, because we know that he's special in the different ways the Saints use him. So if they really got something going on, like you already know. All right, so here we go. Oh man, the Saints killer. Here he is right there, Josh Dobbs. We all know what Josh Dobbs did to the Saints last year, boy. We already know. Josh Dobbs back out there. Josh Dobbs put on like an MVP-like performance against the Saints when we played in Minnesota. All right, here we go. Proving that you have to be a rocket scientist to play quarterback. Here we go. Good pass right there. All right, good tackle. Yeah, man, they had to get Brock Purdy up out of here. Not one of his best showings, but it's one of his best. All right, here we go. Get the pressure on him. Get the pressure on him. Throws it down the field, and that is caught. And that's Taylor. Look, we already know what Josh Dobbs can do. Y'all already know. The Saints probably still having nightmares about this dude when they played Minnesota. All right, good strong pocket right there. All right, so Keen Arthur says, TJ, if we don't make the playoffs, are we staring down the barrel of a full-scale rebuild, including the front office? I don't know about the front office, but yeah, you'll probably be doing a rebuild in form of coach and probably taking a franchise-changing player in the first round. So yeah, if they don't make the playoffs, I think that's probably the route that you're going to go. Is DA showing belief in the plan or just my hope? Well, I think that, we all know that he wants to run the football. I think that what Dennis Allen is trying to do is he wants the defense to be the catalyst, and he knows that by running the football, it makes the offense like conservative. And some of you are probably going to not like the offense the way that it is, but when you have a defensive minded coach, he's always thinking about the defense, being a catalyst, being the last line of defense. So I don't think the Saints going to be like a 30-point team. I just don't. I think that you're probably going to have some 17 to 10 games, some 20 to 13 games. All right, here we go. Here's the handoff right there. Okay, gets a few yards. So we still got Cam Jordan in the game. We still got Nate Shepard in the game. So still got a few starters in the game. TJ, I'm not lying and I'm not discrediting, but if that's Carr's last drive tonight, I really hope he does not enter the press conference like he drove the team down the field. Well, I hope not, but it's a much better showing for him. Yeah, but this defense right now, man, like shoot, they on their toes. I mean, Josh Dobbs has had some really good plays since he's come into the game. TJ, there's a Bleacher Report article that says the Saints should target Shedeur Sanders in the draft. I mean, why not? I mean, if you can get like a first round pick and you feel like the future of your franchise not on your team, why not? But I don't know. I think he's gonna end up like going earlier than when the Saints are picking. I think he's gonna probably go earlier. So Chase Young isn't impressing me yet. I don't know why. I don't know what you watching. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what you watching. But Chase Young is all over this field. He was responsible for that almost interception by Gene Charles. He set the edge, got that running back pushed to the outside, got pressure on the quarterback, made the Brock Purdy go inside in order for him to like go down. I don't know what you talking about, bro. That dude looking like the best defensive player on his team right now. And look at that right there. He almost got the sack right there. Well, I don't know what you I don't know what you looking at, man. That man got the TV on and facing away from TV. I'm sorry. I don't know what's up with that one. I don't know, bro. He almost got the sack on that play. Look at that. Them boy playing out there, man. Like, did you not just see? Like, he just made this dude make a complete turn. He's disrupting every play. Look at that. He just disrupted that play. This man ain't even watching the game. Not saying stuff like that. Like this man is all over the field. Yeah, this man all over. This man going bananas out there. I'm pretty sure he motivated because he played for the 49ers. He probably felt like they could have paid him. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that one, homie. if we have a subpar season, how much do you think it affect Chase Young interest in resigning? I don't think it has anything to do with it. I don't think it has anything to do with it, to be honest. I know you don't let that dude out that building. Chase Young going crazy. Chase Young is all over the field. He must be talking about Peyton Turner. Gotta be talking about Peyton Turner because he ain't talking about Chase Young. Do you think we should try our Renfro or Corey Davis? Yeah, you do. You gotta try out somebody, man, because Cedric Wilson, man, looking like that was a waste of time. I don't know why they don't go after Renfro, and I don't know Corey Davis, man. I mean, Corey Davis is like the new age Kevin White, you know, like a guy that just always gonna get an opportunity because he was a first round pick. But sometimes you just gotta look at a guy and just know that he ain't dead. He ain't it. I mean, I want this dude to have a job, but let's see. And yes, Cy Young. Yeah, you don't let Chase Young out the building. I think y'all need to be having a conversation right now with this man management. Like, you don't let this dude out the building. If you go like 4 or 5 games and this man is like being disruptive and playing the way he's playing right now, do not let this man get out the building. Now you wrap this dude up. And you might want to do it pretty soon, because if he goes out there and he balls out and he's dominating, like, you're gonna be one of those situations where you outprice yourself. Or you're gonna, yesterday's price is not today's price. What is that guy talking about? Chase Young is having a very good game. He must be a child. What do you think? We want a Bobby Boucher, like every play, this man jumping over the line, sacking him. Like, he's showing you everything that you want to see in your edge rusher. He's showing you that he can get pressure on the quarterback. He just hit Josh Dobbs. He hit Brock Purdy. Like, he set the edge. Like, he made this wide receiver, like when Josh Dobbs threw it to him, made him cut back into the opposite direction. So I don't know. Hold on one second. It's like it's going down outside. Yeah, like going crazy outside. Had some rain in the forecast out here. Okay, right. Much better return right there. All right. Yeah, I just hope Kool-Aid okay, All right, so here we go. We got Spencer Rattler getting an opportunity. All right, good catch right there. Equal media St. Brown. So Spencer Rattler gets the opportunity to be that number 2. Pretty sure they're probably going to have him play. Probably going to have him play the entire second quarter, and probably a little bit of more of the third, and let Jake Hayner finish up. All right, so here we go. Here's the handoff. Jordan Mims right here gets stonewall, bounces to the outside, makes somebody miss, and gets the first down. There you go right there. Chase Young fired up. Motivating. That was a really good move right there. That could have easily been a lost yards. Jordan Mims, a much better showing in this game tonight than last week. So, all right, so here we go. In motion, Adam Prentice. All right, here's the handoff to Jordan Mims right here. Jordan Mims gets a few yards there. So, Saints are trying to establish the run here. All right, here we go on the 2nd and 8. And Spencer Rattler in the gun. All right, here's the snap. Looking. And he goes down for the sack. Look like he fumbled the football. And it's going to be 3rd down. All right, so are they fighting over the football? Wait, did they have the football? All right, so not a very good series. Not a very good series for Spencer Rattler right there. Tried to look for the football, looking. And you got to be careful, man, because those guys are yeah, he just ripped the ball out of his hand there. And yeah, he picked it up, man. So all right, so that right there, ball security is key. All right, Josh Dobbs looking, look somebody deep, and okay, good tackle right there. All right, Anthony Orgy right there making plays. All right, good run right there. Really good run. All right, so we're seeing a little bit of the second team come in. We still have Brian Brzee out there. And we started to see Peyton Turner a little bit. All right, I think Isaiah Foskey is in the game now, a.k.a. Stonewall Jackson. All right, here we go. Okay, and he dropped the ball. He picks it up. And they're saying it's incomplete. But DeMarco Jackson right there. DeMarco Jackson making plays. Doing what he need to do. Did he catch the pass? Okay. Yeah, I think that's a fumble. He tried to make a football move. I think that might be a fumble. But hey, I mean, but that is like extra slow replay. So sometimes we gotta, sometimes we're a victim because we don't see it in real time. All right, and right there, there's Jonathan Abram. They tried to do it on a quick slant. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at this this defense, and man, they're really impressive. Like, you got guys out here making plays that more than likely won't even make the team. All right, so here we go. We got Josh Dobbs out here. You know he can run. All right, he's gonna get this first down. You can forget that. All right, good play right there. That's just one of them plays, man. I mean, that wasn't that wasn't a part of the script. So, but you got to be prepared. All right, so here we go. They're threatening. Here's the play action. Josh Dobbs goes down to the tight end and gets close to the first down. And Josh Dobbs is a really good quarterback. Not a guy that's going to be a starter in the league, but he definitely is a really solid backup quarterback. Like, he's a guy that you can, that can come in a game, win something for you, like, and hold it down for a few weeks until your starter comes back. All right, so here we go. First and goal for the 49ers. All right, here's the handoff, and it's a good tackle right there. Anthony Orgy. And we got a flag on the play. Man, it's just absolute, like, honestly, it's like absolutely sad. Like looking at Peyton Turner and Isaiah Foskey play. Like, it's, man. I mean, no aggression. Especially Isaiah Foskey, no aggression. Like, I'm looking at this guy like just, I don't know, just running to a guy. Like no pass rush move, no nothing. He's at the top of his feet. Let's see if he can do something on this play. All right, good play by Anthony Orgy right there. Anthony Orgy is definitely having a good outing, like all over the field right now on this drive. Responsible for a tackle for loss. Good, solid tackle after the catch. They could have easily called a penalty on you right there, but you gotta be careful. But nevertheless, still good coverage. You know, right there. He had that speed that you need to play that linebacker position. All right, so here we go. All right, there's a flag on the play. And false start penalty. Besides that one false start to start the game for the Saints, been relatively clean. I mean, relatively clean. So here we go in a second and goal. Brian Brzee still in the game. Don't know exactly why, but hey. All right, so here we go right there. Good catch. And, you know, those guys are pulling and trying to rip the ball away. And this sets up a very manageable third and goal for the 49ers. All right, you playing way too far out. I'm pretty sure he probably thought that Abram was probably going to, you know, come in, but you gave him that. You gave him way too much. All right, so here we go. All right. Now, Foskey trying to get there, trying to get it. Throws, and it's incomplete. All right, so finally, Isaiah Foskey does something, comes around the corner, rush the passer. But hey, I mean, he gets around there finally gets around there, and then, yeah. Oh, I got him. Oh, no, I ain't got him. I don't know, man. As my cup falls. Still a good pass. I mean, I like Josh Dobbs. I really do, man. Like I said, not a full-time starter, but definitely a guy that would be a really good backup if you need, like in a bind. Like, you come in and provide a spark, you know, in the middle of the game. All right, so 7-6. And right now, I wouldn't let everybody know that the show is brought to you by BetUS, and we'll be back after this word from BetUS. Hey, what's going on? It is yours truly, Timothy J. Jones, and I want to say thank you for checking out this video here on the State of the Saints podcast. And I want to let you know this season, the State of the Saints podcast is powered by BetUS. Sign up and save up to 125% on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. Go to BetUS to find out more. The description is down below. All right, so shouts out to the fine folks at BetUS. Our podcast is powered by BetUS. Dobb looks like Lamar against us. Yeah. Rattler is going to win this job. Not if you fumbling the football like that. Like I look, I'm not going like we're not going to sit up here and like pretend like he ain't just fumble that football. And some people will say, well, the offensive line, nah, bro. Now you got to hold on to the football. So no, he ain't winning a job like that. It's about ball security. So if we don't sit up here, if Derek Carr would have fumbled that football, we would have been losing our ish right now. So he got to hold on to the football too. That's just the way it rolls. What you think about the run game this game, TJ? I think it looks great. I think they're really running the football. I think that the offensive line looks better when they run the football, and it's more than likely the direction that this team is going to be going in. So that plain and simple. Dennis Allen got the defense looking good. I mean, he always has the defense looking good, and that's what's going to keep this team like in any type of contention is this defense. So, I mean, we know Carl Granderson. I mean, you gotta love what you see out of Chase Young. TJ, the Saints will find themselves in a bidding war by week 5 if Young continues to play at an elite level. Sign him the first month. It'd be in a bidding war, but he can't go anywhere. He still plays for the team. So they still got like first dibs on the decision, and no team can reach out to him until the end of the season. Like when he's under contract, like teams lose draft picks, teams, end up getting fined for doing stuff like that. Like you can't reach out to anybody or negotiate or try to negotiate with anybody when you're under contract with a player. So, all right, so here we go. This is what I want to see. This is what I wanted to see. I mean, you still got Landon Young in the game. You still got Lucas Patrick in the game. You got Trevor Penning. So, all right, so you changed out your center. You changed out your center and your right guard, right? So you still got the offensive lineman that you won the game. All right, so here we go. Jamal Williams running that rock. Is that Jamal Williams or is it Robinson? Okay, yeah, James Robinson. Okay, so Robinson running the rock. I mean, we also have A.T. Perry in the game right now. So let's see if Spencer Rattler can actually make up for what he just did. James Robinson has been running the ball really well. So I want to see if he can actually follow it up with a solid performance again. Spencer Rattler in the gun. Looking. Throws it. Caught by Robinson. Stiff arms. That's a first down right there. All right, that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So Spencer Rattler trying to drive the Saints down the field. Trying to make some things happen here. And trying to make up that fumble that was lost. It was great to see Bub Means catch a pass so far. Yeah, I mean, good little solid pass right there. I just don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about Rattler, man. Like, I don't know how this going to pan out, but it's just like the energy is just different when he out there. Like, it's just different when that dude is just out there. Like, you just look forward to seeing what he can actually do. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he's going to end up being a backup. I don't know if he's going to end up being third string. All I know is, like, it's undeniable, like, the way this guy, like, just has the energy of the Who Dat Nation. And I think his teammates, too. Spencer just looks so calm in the pocket. That man has some confidence. And, yeah, that's the thing right there. He believes in himself. He believes in himself. He believes he can make all the throws. He believes he belongs there. Like, you can tell he don't look at himself as a backup. He looks at himself like as a person that eventually is going to be the leader of this team. Congratulations, your 11K and many more to come. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate that. TJ, did you decide what you're doing when you come to watch Carolina Saints? No, I don't. No, I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't. I want to like try to find a spot that's close to the Superdome. I'm trying to see if I can reach out to maybe some restaurant owners or something like that may have a restaurant close, and maybe I can do a podcast like after after it's all said and done. But I mean, I have to see if I can find a restaurant that'll be willing to allow me to do a podcast there. So if y'all know any restaurants around there that would be interested in something like that, just let me know. They just showed a Mike Thomas highlight on a commercial, and now I'm depressed. Let's see. How's Spencer looking right now? Well, a little bit up and down, man. As of right now, I mean, he fumbled the football like in the pocket when the pocket collapsed. But on this drive so far, from what I've seen, looked pretty good. All right, so here we go. Here's a handoff. That's the James Robinson right there. So James Robinson gets a few yards as the clock continues to tick. So it's pretty obvious what the Saints are trying to do here, trying to establish the run, trying to run the football. And, that's how I think. Okay, so now you have a bad snap there, all right? And you got to be careful, all right? Bad snap. You had Spencer Rattler on the ground trying to get the ball. Could have buckled his knee there. Oh, yep. He tried to get the ball. Guy catches his knee. I mean, yeah, that could have been ugly right there. All right, so Shane Lemieux in the game. Dennis Allen shaking his head. Looks like every Saints fan every week. So Shane Lemieux, man. Bad snap right there, bad timing. I mean, this is a veteran right here. This is a guy who's had played a lot of games, played a lot of football. Dennis Allen does not look too happy on the sideline. All right, so a 3rd and 16. Could have been a 3rd and manageable here. Okay, here's the snap. That was pretty high. All right, here we go. And he throws it, and it's caught by James Robinson, but he's not going to get the first down. So that's going to set up 4th down right there. Look, if I'm going to criticize and make songs about Trevor Penny, I think Trevor Penny has played really well today. I think he played really well. This was a really good. This has been a really good showing by Trevor Penny. Like, I have to go back and I have to look. I didn't pay attention to his a lot of his snaps, but he's played really well in this game, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that the Saints are running a football, and that's right up his alley right there. He's a mauling offensive lineman. That's why I don't understand why the Saints just don't make this guy a guard, where you can actually salvage him in some capacity. All right, so it's a 4th and 8, low snap. All right, so here we go. All right, here's the punt. He got beat by a Mike linebacker. Let's see. Maybe it's just me, but not a fan of Headley. Yeah, I don't see what they see in him either. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he got beat a few times, but at the end of the day, I think for us with this running, this run blocking has been really good. I've seen a few snaps where he basically just mauled his man. So, all right, so here we go right there. Good sound tackling right here, Jonathan Abram. Mr. Long Sleeves. I ain't seen a player wear them type of long sleeves in the defense in so long. Usually quarterbacks that wear sleeves like Jonathan Abram do. got them Bobby Hebert sleeves. That man got them golf shirt sleeves. I ain't seen no player in a secondary wear those type of sleeves. Even quarterbacks, they wear the tight sleeve. This man be wearing the that man be having Rod Woodson's on. that man got them Rod Woodson's on. Rod Woodson, I gotta go back. The person I see had the blow sleeves on like that. All right, so here we go. Here's the throw right there. I mean, man, wide open number, space, and opportunity right here. Good pass. by Josh Dobbs right there. Good pass. Got to be careful. You know, Jonathan Abram chasing after them, little wing get underneath them sleeves. Wing get underneath those sleeves, man. Like blow your back a little bit. Gotta fight the wind to get that tackle. Oh my goodness. All right, man. 1st and 10. Little Bill. They call that man Lil Bill, man. Come on, man. All right, Josh Dobbs right here. All right, so here we go. Peyton Turner thought he had the sack. Tripped him up. Missed it again. Then you got DeMarco Jackson. Why are you trying to jump on your feet? Like, come on, bro. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Got these boys out here looking silly. It look like Minnesota all over again. Look at that. Peyton Turner, 1. Turn back around. Had him again, 2. Miss. Like DeMarco, like what are you doing, bro? Like seriously, like why are you off your feet? I mean, I ain't really taking this too much. Like I'm taking it with a grain of salt. Like these aren't like your starting guys, but like Peyton Turner, like you had him twice. This man came right back the other way and still couldn't get him. All right, here we go. In the gun, throws low. Could have been a completion, but he just threw it too low. I don't understand why DeMarco Jackson left his feet. Like seriously, like he if he throws the football, like there's nothing really you can do about it. Yeah, he just threw that too low. Threw it too low to the ground. All right, so here we go, man. Let's see what Peyton Turner do. We at the bottom of the screen right now on this 2nd and 10. Let's see if he can actually get some pressure here. All right, so he's trying to risk and oh man, good play right there. I tell you what, man, this Rico Payton gonna get a job somewhere. Rico Payton is gonna get a job somewhere. Like according to Pro Football Focus last week, he had the highest rating, like cornerback rating among cornerbacks. Like since so this dude, man. And I heard like he didn't really have a really strong camp, but man, this dude gonna end up landing on somebody's squad. All right, so here we go. Here's the throw right here, wide open. Can't say the same thing for Wright. I mean, this man has been getting cooked. Nah, bro, don't talk to the ref. You got smoke, bro. Be quite honest with you, if Josh Dobbs had a better arm, like Cowden had to slow down to catch that pass. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Wouldn't even be out there right now if Kool-Aid didn't get hurt. Yeah, bro, that's some pretty bad football right there. Giving me, let me see what we got. Oh, and almost got cooked right there again. Yeah, he wouldn't be in the game right now, man. Like he wouldn't be in the game if Kool-Aid went out there. So I mean, he going up against 2nd string. This dude like 3rd string, last chance U type, So I take this with a grain of salt. But Rico Payton been really impressed with this guy, man. Really impressed with him. All right, so let's see what we got on the goal line here. Seems like Wright has been getting picked on quite often here. So let's see if they're going to go after him again. No, they're going to hand the ball off, and they're going to fight, and he's not going to get it. So you got 10 seconds left. You got 1 timeout. Probably give you one more shot. Give you one more shot at the end zone. And if that doesn't work, you throw it out the back of the end zone and you kick a field goal. Going to the half with a 2-point lead. All right, so still got some guys that have something to prove. We got Christian Boyd out there in the interior now. Isaiah Foskey, get a close look at him. All right, so here we go. Running back in motion there. Don't be surprised this is a run or if he runs. And he tries to throw it and it's incomplete. And once again, who is it? Rico Payton, once again. Rico Payton is going to end up on somebody's team, man. I'm telling y'all. Rico Payton got beat and recovered. Almost got beat on that play. But a little bit too. I said, so they're going to go for it on a 4th and goal here. Got nothing to lose. I mean, it's preseason. All right, so here we go. I'm pretty sure they're going to probably try to run this in. And the Saints take their final timeout. Yeah, you got to be impressed with from Rico Payton. Also, Anthony Orgy right there. You know, Josh Dobbs tried to rocket the ball in. I mean, you look at Josh Dobbs, man. I mean, dude checks all the boxes. This look like this could be like a run play. Yep. And yet again, who was that? Right? Yeah. Or was that Isaiah Foskey? I can't. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see who that was that actually missed that tackle there. All right. So an inside. No, Jordan Howden. So come on, man. If you would have tripped him up, I mean, you made the right read. You made the read. Man, I bet you if the Saints never seen Josh Dobbs ever again in life, it'll be too soon. Like this man, like just be killing them, like just be cooking these boys. It's like they don't have no answer for this dude. Like he can't play. It's like he can't play outstanding against nobody but the Saints and the Falcons. Like he can't play. Like he can't play good against nobody but the Saints and the Falcons. I mean, he made the right read. That's what I don't understand. Like you saw it. Like it would, and he man put you in a blender. Yeah, man. That's not very promising for your. You're supposed to be one of the guys that's supposed to be a starting safety. Like that ain't a good thing. That is not a good thing. But anyway, you got 1 second left. Pretty sure you're just probably going to squeeze this joint. And leave 1 second left on the clock as a flag. Like it'll be one thing if he like fake you out, but you made the right read. Like he made the right read. And that's what I don't get. Like it's not like you just it's not like man, yeah, dog, he got me. Like, dude, you know what he was about. So it's a false start and that penalty is a climb. It must be pretty windy out there. He's playing. You can see the fans blowing, so it must be pretty windy out there in Santa Clara. Got Josh Dobbs out here looking like this man out here looking like Vic 2.0 against y'all. All right, so here we go. All right. So you're going to the half. down 13-7. So, but all in all, man, I like what I seen with our first team. You know, I like what I seen by the first team's defense. I'm not really paying that much attention to, you know, some of these other guys. Cause like I said, right, the cornerback, he wouldn't even be in a game if Kool-Aid McKinstry didn't get hurt. So I'm not really looking at that. Like that he's in over his head. It's pretty obvious. But all in all, what I see from the running game, Derek Carr was 7 of 9, 47 yards. Spencer Rattler 3 of 3 for 18 yards. Jamal Williams 5 carries, 32 yards. Taysom Hill 5 carries, 21 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Mims 5 carries for 19. James Robinson 2 carries for 14. The wide receivers, you have Chris Olave 3 catches for 26 yards. James Robinson 2 catches for 12. Got a couple guys with 1 catch each. Foster Monroe, Bud Means, Equimidia St. Brown. Monroe have 7 yards, Bud Means has 7. St. Brown has 6. And Cedric Wilson had 1 catch for 5 yards, and Jamal Williams 1 catch for 2 yards. Got a lot of members of the defense making plays. Jonathan Abram leading the team right now with 4 tackles, 3 solo. Anthony Orgy with 3 tackles, 3 solo. Rojan Wright, tough game for him right now. 3 tackles, 3 solo, 1 tackle for loss, a pass deflection, but he is responsible for that big play that set up the go-ahead touchdown with Josh Dobbs and the San Francisco's offense. So you got some pressure here. Carl Granderson had a half a sack last week, have a sack this week. You got a couple more guys out here. Like I said, Chase Young making plays. Got a couple pressures, 2 quarterback hits, 2 tackles. So you gotta like what you see so far from this team. You know, you gotta like what you see from the first team's defense. Other than that, like, not really much to write home about here. You know, so what I do is I take a phone call or 2 to talk a little bit about the first half, just the first half. All right, you know, what do you think about it? What do you guys think about what you've seen so far? What do you think about the offense execution? What do you think about Derek Carr in the first half? Do you think that you know, he did a good job? What are your thoughts? Who's the bright spots? To me, you know, to me, as far as the bright spots, I would just say the running game, like the running back by committee. Like if you can get yourself a good combination of players, like a good running back group where you just basically wear down a defense and also set up some of these explosive plays, I think this can actually work. And I said this, you know, if you're going to get somewhere, you got to take the ball out of the hands of Derek Carr. You know, just get Derek Carr, throw the ball to, you know, some of these receivers out there. You know, he you know, where he doesn't have to put the whole game in his hands, because I just think that's a recipe for disaster. So you got to find ways to incorporate this new offense, and less of Carr is better. You know, less of Carr is more, as they say. You can't really judge Spencer's performance because he had like 2 drives. Well, I will say this: you don't want to fumble the football. All right, I'm going to say that. Right, I'm not going to sit up here and pretend just because we like Spencer Rattler and we want him to do good, and some of us want him to be the future of the franchise. I'm not going to minimize something that he should be doing. It's about ball security. So that wasn't good, but all in all, like, I think that he's doing a pretty good job. He's rolling to his right. It was a good pass that he threw to James Robinson. There was, you know, a good pass that he threw, you know, down the field, equal media St. Brown. But, you know, there was an issue between Shane Lemieux and himself. It was a couple snaps, like the snap that went over his head, and then there was another one that was way too high. So it's not, you know, like Shane Lemieux is not doing a really good job, but at the same time, man, when you get those opportunities, you can't turn the ball over. All right, so let me see. True says, not gonna lie, I see the potential. Are you saying the potential of the offense? Or are you saying the potential of quarterback? What are we saying the potential of is the question. Let them know. Yeah. Say, yeah, but fumble kind of happens to every quarterback, but I'm not going to excuse. Well, I'm gonna say this, man. If Derek Carr would have like, let's call a spade a spade. If Derek Carr would have fumbled that football the way that Spencer Rattler just did, everybody be losing their mind right now. Oh man, he suck. Man, they need to get rid of this dude. Like, come on, man. We can't like look. I know we got our picks and our favorites and stuff, but we can't just sit up here and just like, you know, just over exaggerate by one player and then minimize somebody else because we like them. Like that ain't how we do it here. That ain't how we do it. All right. So we demand good quarterback play no matter who is under center. You know what I'm saying? Like who's behind center. Like we don't care. All right. You fumble the football, you put the ball into the hands of the offense of the opposition once again, and they scoring touchdowns. Don't matter. Right? Don't matter if it's Hayner, don't matter if it's Rattler, doesn't matter if it's Carr. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just got into culinary school. Is there any way y'all can donate to the fellow Saints lovers, because I have to get all my groceries out of pocket and I'm kind of struggling. All right, man. So we'll just drop your Cash App information inside of the chat, man. Y'all make sure there's Mad Drummer in culinary school. Make sure that y'all if you can support, that's a good thing, man. Congratulations to you. You can put your information in the chat. I don't mind. Let's see. Drew set the standard. Yeah, Drew set the standard, but everybody's not going to be Drew Brees, all right? Everybody's not going to be Drew. But I don't expect everybody to be Drew, but I expect good quarterback play. That I do expect. The offense looked pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I believe Carr all the way when he says his basic plays, but the last drive of his are looking really good. Motion, time, execution, deception. I like. Yeah, I like it too. And I like the fact that they're running a football. I like the fact that they're running a football. That's seemed like that's the direction they want to go in. That's what they want to do. Orgy, Brazil, Young, or balling. I don't need to see Young until the season starts. He ain't gonna play no more. It was his last. I don't think they're gonna let him play game 3. I think he probably is gonna get some guys, last chance on the bubble. Probably gonna get a nice little dose of Rattler and Hayner. Hayner probably gonna start, play the first half, and then Rattler gonna play the second half. That's probably what you're gonna see. That boy DA reminds me of Riverboat Ryan sometimes. In what way? In what way? That man is not a Riverboat Ryan. Ron Rivera, he'll take a gamble. I don't see too many gambles being taken by Dennis Allen. I don't even think you'd be going on 4th down if this wasn't an exhibition. Foskey is disappointing. Payton is a good cornerback, showing a lot of potential. Wright is out of here. Overall, the offense is okay. Yeah, Isaiah Foskey, yeah, that ain't it, bro. Like, seriously. Honestly, if Anthony Orgy, I don't know what he is on the edge of the pass rush, but like this dude basically, lap you. So I don't know. Like, Isaiah Foskey has been a huge disappointment. I feel like, I'm sorry, he's soft. He doesn't play with a lot of aggression. Seems like he's just okay with just being okay. And I think this is the biggest issue for the Saints, in my opinion. You got too many guys okay with just being okay. You got guys that are okay with having solid stats. They're okay with, somebody else taking some snaps, over me. Like, where's the energy? Like, where's the swag? Where's the confidence? Like, where's the dogs? Like, I don't really see that. You see a couple guys that are, that you see got some dog mentality, but a lot of these guys, to me, man, a lot of these guys they've been drafting as of late, those guys are soft. Like, who they drafted? Like, I'm serious. Who have they drafted? I even got to throw Olave up in there. Like, nobody has that dog mentality. Like, all of them have been just good guys, like good, handshakers, baby kissers, like soft. Like they soft. Like nobody has that aggression. Like nobody seems like they really take it upon themselves to like win the matchup. Like nobody is really trying to push, like, and show somebody like that's their job. Like not too much chirping, like not too much goonish behavior. I just think that it's a recipe for disaster, man, when you ain't got no dogs on your team. Like all of these guys to me are just a bunch of well wishers and just a bunch of good guys, like good players, like good players if you're trying to put together like a good solid football team, but nobody has that aggression. Like nobody, I don't feel like there's nobody on this team. Like if the Saints are down, like somebody just gonna be up here, man. Like look at me, watch me make this play. Like whole offense off, bro. Like everybody got like this passive aggressive approach. Like what? Like honestly, I don't look at this offense. Who's the dog on the offense? Like who's the dog on offense? I like AK, but even with him, you know what I'm saying, sometimes like I don't see that. I don't see that like that dog, like that dude that just gonna stand out, man, and be like, man, that man, we got him. Like nobody, they ain't got one of those. Like, if you know it, where he at? Like across the board. That's why I say, man, this whole team like needs a culture change. Like it needs a culture change. Like you got a bunch of guys that you'll be happy to date your sister, but you don't have a bunch of guys that, to me, not too many of them like you can really just count on in certain situations. And what I mean by that is, if somebody comes in and take their spot, it just seems like they just gonna be okay with it, right? Instead of like them going out there showing on the field, like they'll be somewhere bitching and moaning about how they production just got taken. That's my issue. Like if somebody takes your job, don't be sitting over there like whining and moaning about it, but coach would be like, "Oh, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay with it, coach. I got you. I understand." Like I just want to see somebody just kind of break through and just become that dog. They ain't got too many goons on this team. And then you look at like the offense that they running. Like, man, you gotta be able to block. And anybody ever played football, blocking, to want to block, man, you gotta have a want to do that. Like you gotta want to block. So I don't know. That out of everything that I've seen for as far as the offense, that's my biggest problem looking at this offense. That's my biggest issue, that you don't have an offensive player that's aggressive. Like nobody's really that aggressive. Everybody is just, like I said, just happy to be there. So I don't know. I don't know how you can solve that, man. Like I said, it's an energy that you have to play with. So I don't know. I don't know how you can find it. But hopefully whoever the next head coach is, maybe he can bring it with him. Because I don't think you'll ever get that with Dennis Allen. A coach, a team reflects, the head coach. So his personality is definitely a part of this team. Instead of like, growling on the field, like on the people that be trying to convince themselves, they growl in the mirror like, I'm a tiger. Like, but when they go out there, they look like a kitten. That's what you have. Fundamentally sound guys. Yep. A fundamental defense. All right, so here we go. All right, you're a good run right there. All right, James Robinson trying to fight for it. All right, so here we go. The start of the second half. We still got Spencer Rattler out here, so I expect Spencer Rattler to probably play a few more series, and then they're going to switch it up and have Jake Hayner play the fourth quarter. All right, so he was 3 of 3 for 18 yards. Let's see if he can actually drive down the field here. Try to see what he can do. All right, tight end in motion. This looks like they're going to be a back shoulder fade. No, it's a handoff. All right, so we get a few yards there. All right, so this is where you're gonna start seeing like you're gonna start seeing guys, the second, third string guys on the field there. All right, so I don't know exactly what happened there. All right, so here's 2nd and 8. St. Brown in motion. All right, here's the gun. All right, Rattler looking, throws it down the field, and that should have been caught. But of course, when you're playing with second and third string guys, of course, nobody's going to catch that. Incomplete on the 3rd and 8. And that's one of the things that you see when you say, man, Spencer Rattler going to be special. All right, so threw a little bit behind him, but, if you make the adjustment, you definitely going to have the catch right there. But once again, third string guys. So here's the 3rd and 8. Spencer Rattler in the gun. Snaps, low snap, throws it, and incomplete. And a flag. Flag on the play right there. So gave Equimedius St. Brown opportunity. And Yasin, no side. Pass interference. And that's going to keep the drive going. All right. So Equimedius St. Brown, Mr. Outroute himself. All right, so yeah, too handsy right there. I can understand they were kind of hand fighting right there, but they're gonna call that every time, Rock. All right, so here we go. All right, we got the play. Man, good. All right, so he's gonna run, slide. There you go. All right, good play right there. And I don't know, it's a flag, so see what they got. Got holding on the defense. Okay, so right now the San Francisco 49ers shooting themselves in the foot, man. A lot of corrections Kyle Shanahan is going to have to make as far as his team with these penalties. But you can probably look at this and say, hey, man, we just trying to get some guys in here so our starters don't have to worry about getting hurt. All right, here we go. All right, so here's the toss play. Got the lead blocker. All right, good block on the outside right there. I think that was Ali Udo. So if things don't work out with Trevor Penning, man, that's the guy that you're going to have to rely on. Take a look at Jordan Mims. Clint Kubiak in the press box. A lot of people thought that he might be on the field. But, if you can actually get things going and get the execution right, you can stay up there. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 5. It's the handoff to James Robinson there. Gets Stonewall, goes around the side, beats his man, fights for extra yards to keep that ball. And a really good run right there by James Robinson. So James Robinson making his case, man, making his case to be a part of this Saints running game, right? I don't know if he's going to make the team, maybe the practice squad, somebody you can activate. All right, don't know exactly why you tried to headbutt the guy there, but, but good run, good solid runner right there. James Robinson has always been a pretty solid runner, even when he was in Jacksonville. All right, so taking advantage of his opportunities right there. All right, so here we go. Oh, he gets blocked up in the air and incomplete. All right, so really good play right there. I tried to get on a rollout, but that was a really good defensive play. Probably not going to get anything anyway because you had the linebacker in Bazooka. You had the linebacker Bazooka on the tight end, so nothing was going to happen anyways. Good play by Curtis Robinson right there. All right, so here we go. Here's the delayed handoff here. The Robinson gets past the line of scrimmage just for a few yards. So the defense of the 49ers, bending but not breaking here. So let's see if they can convert. All right, we got a player down. Definitely something the Saints can't afford, even though this is a backup. Let's hope that he's okay. All right, so they check on a player, they go to break. All right, so New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints look pretty solid on that drive. Spencer tried to make a play, didn't necessarily work out. For the second week in a row, he throws to a wide receiver and he gets a pass interference call. So, that's those type of plays right there you can kind of take into account as well, because putting the ball in a vicinity that makes it catchable for your wide receiver, if that cornerback is handsy or try to be a little bit too rough with the receiver, guess what? It's going to set up a pass interference call, just like it did last week with A.T. Perry. You got to make them catches. I'm a 49er fan, dude, dropping balls. You got to catch that. Yeah, you got to catch it, man. You got to catch the ball. Mims got that number 3 running back spot on lock. I don't know, man. I mean, I think James Robinson looked better than Jordan Mims. Like, if you ask me, I don't know what they are as far as pass protection and stuff like that. That's important. So I think maybe Mims has the edge there, but I ain't seen like. I think James Robinson looked better than Jordan Mims has as a runner. Now, to Mims' credit, he does look much better in this game than he did last week. But James Robinson has been pretty good. Like he's looked consistent. It's like he has really good pad level. He's a really good decision maker. A few plays that I seen tonight were playing his effort, not so much about the offensive line. Do you think we should start looking for a top-tier linebacker first round pick in the draft to replace Demario Davis once his contract is done? I think you need to start looking now what you have around the team, but I think the Saints have bigger fish to fry than linebacker right now. I think what you need is some more offensive weaponry. You need another wide receiver. I feel like you need another running back, and you definitely need offensive linemen. Like, you have bigger fish than fry than linebacker. And if Willie Gay works out, then that's your guy. Him and P. Warner. And you try to find yourself another guy maybe in the later round. Okay, that was a little bit too low. Tried to pass the A.T. Perry there. So 4th down, 4th and 9, probably gonna kick a field goal on there. Or not. Oh, are they gonna kick a field goal? Okay, yeah, they are. I see Zach Wood out there. All right, so I don't know, man. A little up and down for Spencer Rattler in this game. Pretty average, pretty average quarterback play right now. And that's good from 52 yards. All right, so Blake Groupie looking pretty solid out there. All right. So the Saints get on the board 13-10. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, so far from Spencer Rattler, pretty average performance. Now I see a few throws that I seen him make. I seen a few mistakes that he made. So, if I'm giving a grade on I guess like on a scale of 1 to 10, I give his performance probably like a 5, maybe. Not nothing to really to write home about. Yeah, that was a bad throw to A.T. Perry. Yeah, wasn't a very good throw. Rattler came back to earth, but growth is there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody that's sitting up here talking about this man should have been a starting quarterback besides the people, that just don't like Derek Carr. Is there something there? Yeah. Could he possibly be the future of the franchise? Yeah. But, if you're a Spencer Rattler fan, you should want this guy. You should want this guy to, sit down and develop. Like, you shouldn't want this guy to go out here. Like, what do you have to gain? Like, I don't think this dude gonna be like, everything you want him to be right away. Oh, Hainsworth, man. Dang. See him getting carted off right there. It's not a good thing. And you got Kyle Allen in the game, former Carolina Panthers. Saints very familiar with Kyle Allen. And you got JT Gray in the game, I see. Says, I'd rather have Jake Haener. I trust him more. I won't say man, they about the same. Like, I don't think that Haener is that much better than Rattler at this stage. I don't think Rattler's that much better than Haener at this stage. So look at that. I mean, man, Isaiah Foskey is pathetic. I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't want to say he pathetic, but the way he's playing right now looks like a guy that is pathetic. How about that? Like, you had an opportunity to set the edge right here. Go back and look at play right here. Okay, so you get out there to the outside. Look at the lackluster effort right there. Like, come on, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, what? Like, come on, man. Look, he even turned up. Like, after the dude passed him, like, you turn, like, man. I don't know what the Saints were thinking with this dude. I don't. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking. That dude, that was the sorriest display I've ever seen from a guy who was on a bubble. Like, when was this? Okay, so 11. Okay, so we'll say around the 11:40 mark was when the play happened. So make sure that we thumbnail that. That was pathetic. That was absolutely pathetic. Like, no effort. Like, the dude got past you. Like, you just basically just turned up the field. Sad. All right, and then here we go right here. Like I said, I mean, the 49ers are a really good football team. It don't get no better than this, right? Don't get no better than this when it comes to, this type of offense, the offense that the Saints are running. I mean, it was adopted from, Kyle Shanahan. So, I got Matt Breida out there. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Here's another handoff. Breida gets around the side. JT Gary with the tackle. We got a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. So 49ers, a lot of laundry on the field. A lot of laundry. Got a holding on Chris Hubbard. Man. And I might want to start looking at some of these offensive linemen for the 49ers too, because there's a chance that these dudes won't be here. Shoot, and the way Matt Breida running right now, shoot, somebody opening up them lanes for him. Yeah, but Isaiah Foskey, man, that, like, horrible. Like, this dude gets stonewalled every single time and puts no effort into what he's doing. Like, all he does is drive himself into his man. And when his man stonewall, he just stands right there and just kind of just shakes him a little bit. No real pass rush, no real energy, like nothing else. Like, if we talking about like a waste of a draft pick, this dude was a 2nd round draft pick out here and getting stonewalled by 3rd string guys. Keep that, take that in mind, right? These are 3rd string guys. These guys aren't gonna make the team. This dude's stay getting stonewalled. He at the top of your screen right now. Let's see what he do. Look at that. Look at that. No real pass rush at all whatsoever. It's sad, man. Like, it'll be one thing if you just not good, but when you're not really giving effort, like, you're not really giving effort. Like, okay, if you can't get if you can't get past the left tackle, that's fine. But you're not really, like, I don't know, a couple plays I feel like you're taking off. All right, good play right there. Good play. Good tackle. 4th down. I thought that was Kyle Allen. No, man, who was that got faked out like that? Psh. Man. Don't touch it. Oh, man, that's a good punt. I ain't gonna lie, man. Harvin been punting that ball really well tonight. Now he's really been punting his football, man. He's really done a good job. Turner can't stay on his feet. Man, them boys a disaster. Him and Isaiah Foskey. You can't help that. Like it's a 1-2 when it comes to Foskey, and I don't see a guy that wants to. I don't see a guy that wants to like be great. I don't see a guy that wants to be a starter. I don't see a guy that wants to be a double-digit sack guy. I don't see it. I don't see it. I seen a defensive tackle like nowhere near the play, like cut up the field. Or you played for the Giants, cut up the field to track down a Houston Texan running back. That's what I seen. And you got this dude up in here, man. Second round pick. But hey, I mean, you went to Notre Dame, so at least you know you're gonna have a 6-figure job at least. You know, if football don't work out. You can see Peyton and Foskey, and they just look slow and sad. Yeah, man, it's pretty sad looking at. It's pretty sad looking at. I mean, Peyton Turner seems like he makes the right decision. He just can't do anything about it. And then you have Isaiah Foskey, who I like to call Stonewall Jackson. That's his new nickname. I call him Stonewall Jackson because he just runs into the offensive lineman and they get stonewall. Like, don't go anywhere. And when a quarterback throws the ball, it's a play over yet. You seen that jet? I know y'all seen that jet sweep. I know I ain't the only. I know I ain't nitpicking. I know y'all seen that jet sweep. I know y'all seen that jet sweep where the number 83 ran past him. He just turned up like, okay, he got past me. Good play. Like, how about chasing a dude down? Like, you probably won't get him, but like, don't quit on a play. Like I said, man, it's a 1-2. Like, you gotta want it. You gotta want it, man. Like, nobody can want it for you. And right now, man, it just looked like a guy that just don't want it. Like, okay, mama, you see me on TV? Yeah, I seen you, baby. Rolling around on the ground, second round against a third round. Like these dudes they playing against probably ain't even gonna make the team, bro. Like, you're a second round pick. If you're a second round pick, like in some cases, you're a team first round pick. And you out here getting stonewalled like that and quitting on plays and motor running this cold. Like, it's sad, bro. I don't know what they saw. I don't know. Well, I take that back. I know what they saw in him. Like, he was a guy in college, man. He was kind of like a DeMarcus Ware, man. He used to like strip sacks, get to the quarterback. Like, now it's like this dude about as soft as a baby's ass, bro. Soft. Like, it's a, like I said, it's a want to. You got to want. You gotta want it. You gotta want it, man. If ain't nobody gonna want it for you. Quitting on plays, in stonewall, like, ain't trying to go underneath the guy. Like, man, what are we doing? I wish I could tell you. I don't know. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. I got mad looking at that, man. I'm like, man, how can you just quit on a play like that? I can understand you didn't make the play, but quit. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be Spencer Rattler's last drive. Should be his last drive. Okay, here we go. Bud Means. There you go. Good catch right there. Way to move the chains. Okay, Bud Means. Okay, two really good plays in the game. And he's talking to Chase Young. All right, man. I mean, they open up some really good lanes in this game, man. The offensive line, man, they really running this. They really opening up opportunities for these running backs, and these running backs are making some really good decisions. I like the decision making of Jordan Mims as well as James Robinson in this game. So, yeah, I mean, if Chase Young, if the light comes on for this dude, man, I'm telling you, like, he has double-digit sack, like leading the league in sacks written all over. And it will be exactly what the doctor ordered for the New Orleans Saints because they need somebody like that. Like if you got just like if Carl Granderson on one side and then you got Chase Young on the other, if these two guys can like work together, like it will help out the Saints like tremendously. It will help them out so much because you already got a good secondary. Like the secondary been holding it down, so you can get pressure as well as have like a lights out secondary. Like you can have yourself a championship defense. So. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 6 on a play action. Steps up in the pocket, and he goes down, gets sacked. All right, so I said, man, that was Graham on that play on a 3rd down. Don't know exactly what happened there. Got to take a look at it. All right, so here's a play action, pocket collapsing, and there's a sack. He tried to rip the ball out, so at least he held on to the football. All right, so and he goes down. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 12. All right, here's the snap. He throws it, and it's low. And that was Kevin Austin. So 4th and 12. Like I said, Spencer Rattler. Yeah, this has not been a good showing for Spencer Rattler, man. I won't hold that sack against him, but I've seen 2 low passes like to his receivers. All right, that was another low pass. That was too low right there. Guy right there. He dropped it, but still, like there was nobody around him. Well, I take that back. I understand why he threw it that low, but a little bit too low. He should have still caught the pass, but hey, not a very good showing, man. And I'm not, like I said, I don't think you're gonna find one, a more supporter Spencer Rattler, Spencer Rattler supporter than me, but I ain't out here to gas the dude up, if he ain't looking the part. And you shouldn't either. Ball was low. Yeah, I agree. I think the pass was low. I think the pass was low. I think there was another pass that he threw that was pretty low. All right, I won't hold you accountable for getting sacked, but this hasn't been a good showing. It hasn't. DeMarco Jackson, Foskey, and Turner got to go. And I also blame Dennis Allen for not being a strong arm coach that every player wants to go hard for. He's too chill and just happy to be a head coach. Well, I just think that when you draft players that reflect a head coach, when your head coach is passive aggressive and, just fundamental, like, okay, this is my job. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure that, when I'm driving this car, it's 10-2. When I'm, like that's just what he is, man. And this what this team is, a bunch of 10-2 boys. You know, they're gonna do things the right way. They're gonna be fundamentally sound. What you have is the football version of the San Antonio Spurs. That's what you got. Like you ain't about to throw no alley from half court. They ain't about to shoot no three from half court. They ain't about to, do no look passes or nothing like that. Like they just gonna do things fundamentally, right? Whoever open, he underneath the rim, throw it to him, lay up. Nothing is going to be like that exciting. All right, that's just not this team. Like, is not under Dennis Allen, at least. They just not an exciting team. They just a team that if they win, they just gonna do enough in order for them to win. They're gonna look, they're gonna do things the right way. Guys are gonna be in the right position, but there ain't gonna be too many, flash and pizzazz type stuff. You feel me? Like, ain't gonna be that. Like they're just a fundamentally sound football team. That's why I said about, Chris Olave. Chris Olave is not bad. He's a fundamentally sound wide receiver. And by all metric, he is a number one receiver. When you look at, all these other players, they just fundamentally sound. Like nobody, like they're not gonna wow you with their personalities and stuff like that. Bunch of nice individuals, good players, can win with them, in the right situation. But man, that boy Wright, boy, I tell you what, Rejohn Wright, he gonna want to burn this tape. He gonna want to burn this tape, boy. They picking on him. And they're gonna make a name for themselves off him. Let's see. All right, so it's 1st and 10. Allen on a play action, rolls out, time, throws the ball, and it's almost caught by Bell, man, but it's incomplete. Oh, man, please get back in the huddle, dude. That has zero to do with you. Right there has zero to do with you at all. That has zero to do with you. That had nothing to do with him. That was just all about ball placement. But we'll give you that, man. We'll give you that because your mama watched. Mama, you saw me? All right, so 2nd and 10. Here's the Allen in a gun, throws the ball and is caught and tackled right away. And that's by Mike Rose. Who? Mike Rose. All right, we got Nico Lalos in the game, man. We got a Lalos sighting. Shouts out to Nico Lalos, man. Just out there, just make plays, man. Just be making plays. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 6. Mike Rose out there looking like Lathan Vander Esch. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Allen in the gun. There we go. Here's the snap. Probably going to be a quick 3-step drop right there, and it's completed. And that's going to set up a 1st down. All right, so here we go. Like I said, I don't think we're gonna see Spencer Rattler anymore tonight. So you got Allen driving down the field. All right, here's the handoff. And that's a good tackle, man. Anthony Orji again making plays. Gotta be impressed with Orji in this game, man. Anthony Orji is all over the field, and he's really living up to that potential. And this is what you want to put on tape, man. This is how you catch the eye of the team, the coaches. Guys see this type of effort. They see it. They see this type of effort. They see what you're doing out there. And if you're doing this in a game, man, it's going to get people excited. And when you give up on plays and quit and, be passive aggressive, that's what happens. People pay attention to that too. All right, so bad read. Also picked up, okay, by the linebacker. So you got JT Gray, Mike Rose, and I'm not sure who the other player was. It probably was Rejon Wright. So getting a lot of action, man. But that's what happens, that's what happens, man, when people look at you as a weak link in situations, man. And right now, you look like they're going away from Rico Payton, and they're focusing more on the side of Rejon Wright. So Rejon has to be ready, man. Yep. Well, I said, picking on him again. Well, he had safety help that time. So Hudson, got the safety help that time. All right, so they got him in cover 2 there. All right, so he got past the corner, but he had help on the outside. So he had to cover 2. All right, so one patch up there. All right, so and good defensive play by Hudson right there. So this is going to set up a Jake Moody 51-yard field goal. And boy, that boy shanked that. And the crazy, hey, Jake Moody coming out of college, coming out of University of Michigan, he was one of the best kickers in college football. He was the best kicker in college football. As a matter of fact, for the East, I want to say the East-West Shrine game. In the East-West Shrine game, this dude was the MVP of the game. If I'm not mistaken. Like this dude was a certified kicker. I think they spent like a 3rd round pick on him. And now he can't hit the back of a barn door. So now we look at Jake Haener, sexy Jake Haener. Let's see what he's gonna do. All right, so here we go. In the gun. Jake looking, scrambling, throws it. And that's complete. And that's the A.T. Perry. So here we go. Jake Haener. Haener the gamer. There it is. Haener the gamer. All right, good catch. And I don't care what anybody say. A.T. Perry is your number 3 receiver. He's your number 3 guy. The only one of these receivers I'm seeing really stepping up and making plays and doing what they got to do. All right, so here we go. Toss play right there. That should be a first down. All right. Yeah, man. Look, no Jake Haener is the guy that people, just kind of just look at like, oh, he just there. But man, Jake Haener can play. And you got to respect the fact that everybody just expect Spencer Rattler just to be the succession plan. And this dude, like, doesn't go away. Even though that pass right there was right behind the guy. Should have thrown it in front of him. But I must say, man, I mean, you can really see the struggles of these young quarterbacks right now. And you can honestly see why, like when people like, man, hold your horses when it comes to like trying to anoint Spencer Rattler or Jake Haener as the starting quarterback. Like both of these guys have room to grow. All right, so here we go. Here's the handoff right there. And that's James Robinson. Gets a few yards, sets up a 3rd down. But what I will say this, when it comes to these quarterbacks, I like the confidence in both of them. Both of them like really have a strong belief in their abilities and feel like they're the right guy for the job. So we're all winners when it comes to that, like and when it comes to this backup quarterback situation. Because I think either guy is going to do everything that they can to help this team win if they get thrust into the lineup. All right, here we go. Haener looking. Goes behind there. That was not. I mean, you get a flag, but I don't know, man. You might want to pick that thing up. I mean, that's a bailout if you ask me. Like, he wasn't going to catch that. That pad was clearly behind the tight end, but hey, get it any way you can. Get it any way you can. It's automatic first down. Extends the drive. So you got Stanley Morgan out there, so it's really, yeah, you can catch that pad. That pad was behind him. He wasn't going to catch it. They just bailed him out. 2 bad throws by Jake Haener. But hey, I mean, still got opportunity. Get the mood to change. All right, so here we go. Got a guy in motion. His handoff, play action, looking, throws down the field and into traffic. And tried to get it to Stanley Morgan, but that's incomplete. So that's going to bring up then and another flag on the play. So what are we doing here? All right, this is against the Saints. Yeah, so this offensive pass interference, I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah. A.T. Perry blocking up the field right there. A little bit too early with the block. But this is the fourth quarter. Say Morgan got butterfingers. Yeah, Stanley Morgan's not designed to be a part of this wide receiver group. He's known for his really stellar special teams play, being a gunner. So that's what I expect for him, you know. Terrible throw. No other receiver outside of those 3. I've seen too many drop passes and penalties. I mean, look playing. Like, these are second and third string guys, Jules. So when that happens, like, you're going to see that. You're going to see that. All right. Yeah, but I'm going to step away and I'm going to come back for the start of the fourth quarter, all right? I'm going to keep it live. Y'all continue to talk in the chat. I'll be right back to the start of the fourth quarter. Just want to step away for just 1 second. All right, we are back here on the State of the Saints podcast. It is yours truly, Timothy J. Jones. And if you just tuned in, we are doing a New Orleans Saints Week 2 preseason watch along. And we're in the start of the fourth quarter. Looks like another penalty. or maybe not. I don't know. Say what happened to Matthew? And you don't play Tyrann Matthew. All right, so a 2nd and 20. Let's see what Jake Haener can do. Jake Haener, 1 of 3 of 9 yards right now, tries to scramble. It's definitely not what you want your possible backup quarterback to be doing, taking a hit like that. But when you have 2nd and 3rd string, when you have 2nd and 3rd string receivers out there, 2nd and 3rd string offensive linemen, now you're going to take some hits, man. All right, so here we go. Big drop right there. Looking. Yeah. Bad pass. It came from Jeff Nowak himself. What came from Jeff Nowak? What I missed? Okay, yeah. We talking about Kool-Aid. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see him no more. Even if he's okay, you still don't put him out there. You don't put him out there. And I apologize, folks, because I'm eating shrimp Alfredo right now that I cooked before the show started. Your boy was hungry. Let's see. Lou Headley with the punt. Mm-hmm. I don't see what they see in Lou Headley. I don't know if it's just the tattoos or the radical personality. I don't know. You definitely could get some better punting than that. Yeah, shouts out to guy Jeff Nowak, man. Good dude. Said bust up. Hey, man. I've been hitting the ground running since this morning. You know, had a little bit of I don't even want to call it a honeydew list, but, you know, I wanted to cut my grass because we've been having some really bad weather out here, man, right now in Carolina. So really have to pick your spots when it comes to like cutting grass and doing like outside work. Did that and then had to go to the grocery store. Had to swim up in there because Coastal Carolina, they're back in session Monday, which is tomorrow. And then you have the rest of the school district around South Carolina. They go back to school. So it's been crazy out there with that. Like I said, then came home. Had to wash some towels. Shoot, had to cook a little food and not get on this live stream. So, yeah. Yeah, we human over here, folks. All right. We human. we do human things. You going to the first game? Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, Jamie. I'll be there. Shouts out to my frat brother Jamie right there, man. Jack State University, Spring 07, Delta Psi. El Nino. Shouts out to my guy, man. What y'all think so far, Jake Haener? What y'all think so far? What y'all think so far about Spencer Rattler? What y'all think? I think both quarterbacks struggled tonight. That's what I see. And we got to call a spade a spade. Derek Carr was the best looking quarterback the Saints had tonight. You may not want to admit it, but that's the truth. Derek Carr looked the best out of the 3 quarterbacks. So I gotta look at Anthony Orgy's stat line. All right, look at his stat line. I know he's flirting with double-digit tackle. I know he got to be. This man got 6 tackles, 6 solo, all two pass deflections, and a tackle for loss. That man is balling. That man is balling. All right, so here we go. Here's the handoff right there. Good run right there. Good tough run on the inside. I agree, TJ. Derek Carr handed the ball off better than any quarterback this evening. Hey, he went 7 or 8. Wait, what was his stat line? I'm just saying according to like performance. He was 7 or 9, 47 yards. All right, he had a 5.2 average. Spencer Rattler had a 3.4, and as of right now, Jake Hayner have a 3.3. So, look, man, I know, like I said, I know he's not okay. You missed that one, but I know we don't. He's not everybody's favorite. But he played better out of the quarterbacks tonight. Like I'm not going. Y'all know how I roll, man. That's Cartel. That's why I don't feel bad when I criticize players and because I'm gonna give them respect. I'm gonna say they did well when they did, or I'm gonna give them credit. Like those two quarterbacks right now. I mean, the game ain't over yet, but those two quarterbacks look exactly what they are, inexperienced. And you want to see it against competition like this, folks, because the 49ers, when it comes to the NFC, are the standard. So even though most of these guys that are playing right now on their team probably not going to be on their team when the season starts, but at the end of the day, at least he actually forced them to flush outside the pocket there. So, but at the same time, I mean, this is the standard. So if you're struggling against the 49ers, ain't nothing to hang your head, you ain't got to hang your head in shame. I mean, it's the best. But also, if you perform well versus the 49ers, you can look at that as, these quarterbacks are turning the corner. And I really think that if somebody would have been able to perform well, man, good tackle right there. If one of these guys would have been able to perform well, I think it would have helped them take a step forward in the competition. But based on what we're seeing so far, like you got to be just as lost as you were when this game first started about who's going to be that backup. But the more I look at it, the more that these guys can separate from one another, I think Jake Hayner more than likely going to be the backup. And you'll still keep Spencer Rattler on your roster as that third string guy. Because you better. Because if you waive this dude, that'll be the worst decision ever. Man, good pass. How you got about 4 dudes around you? Dudes pop the ball up. Ain't nobody hit him after that. So we just going to sit there and let this dude catch the ball. Bop. Boom. So, I mean, so far, like I said, man, it's just not impressed at all. I would say the only person that really, to be quite honest with you, the person that stood out today was Anthony Orgy. Chase Young stood out in his when he was in the game with his snaps. The running game, Jamal Williams, James Robinson, Jordan Mims, all of them stood out in this game. So, first team definitely bounced back from last week. Derek Carr bounced back from last week. Got Christian Boyd on the ground. Don't want to see that. Hopefully it just cramps. I don't know. I thought the running backs did a really good job tonight. I thought Derek Carr looked solid based on what they were asking him to do. But here's the reality, though, Cartel. Shout out to my guy, Cartel. Here's the reality. This is what your offense needs to look like in order for the Saints to be successful. I'm serious. Dad Alfredo must be, yeah, man, it is good, man. Y'all hear me, huh? But all jokes aside, man, this is what this offense needs to look like in order for this team to be successful. Like, Lester Carr is better. I keep telling y'all, like, if y'all looking for a quarterback be throwing 300-400 yards a game, trying, like, you ain't winning nothing like that. Like, your best of winning games is to run the football and have Derek Carr, instead of like him throwing the ball 25, 30 times a game, have him throwing it 20 to 25 times a game. That's how you do it. That is how you're going to win. Like, you don't have the offensive firepower to be out here going back and forth with some of the top teams in the league, and the Saints know that. That's the reason why they out here stacking up their teams, stacking up the teams defensively, because they know they do not have the offensive firepower. Looking at this team right now, you barely got a wide receiver on that team that can actually consistently catch passes outside of Lave and Shaheed. So why would you, like, I don't expect for him to throw the football that much. I don't expect for him to be like, oh man, like, this dude got to be lighting it up. Like, what I seen on these last couple of drives is what I feel like the Saints' identity is going to be. And I ain't got no problem with it. Because, I don't look for the New Orleans Saints to be one of the top creme de la cremes in the NFC, but it keeps you in the fight. It keeps you, like, flirting with a possible division title or 7 seed, So I don't have any issue with this. All right, there we go right here. Rico Payton again. I'm telling y'all, man, Rico Payton. Very impressed with this dude. Very impressed with him. Out of Pitt State. Not Penn State, Pitt State. Like I said, I think that is way too top heavy when it comes to, like, the secondary, but he gonna end up on somebody's team, man. He gonna end up on somebody's team. I said, I don't think he no lockdown, shutdown corner or nothing like that, but the way he's playing, he's definitely gonna get a spot on somebody's squad. Maybe like the Saints practice squad or something like that, but I don't know. He didn't play this way almost out of New Orleans. What you have is a nationally televised game. For the exception of who's playing tonight? Denver and I can't remember who Denver's playing against, but you're the only game on TV, for the most part. So, yeah, okay, Denver and Green Bay, excuse me. Denver and Green Bay are playing. So, everybody else is watching you. Oh, man, good play. There you go, man. Hey, he was just picked up. This ain't just picked him up. Yeah, man, really good play right there. Good instincts right there for Komet. Just recently signed this week, making plays. So good pass deflection there. So Jake Moody comes into the game. This time a 36-yard field goal. Much easier than the one he just kicked. So let's see if he gets that snap placement kick on the way. And this one is true right here. So this is good. So adds on to the 49ers lead 6. So you still have a chance. I mean, you still got a chance to possibly win this game, maybe drive down the field, maybe come up with some plays. Say hopefully the practice squad. Yeah, I mean, if he cleared waivers, I mean, which I doubt. Looking at the way he playing, like I'll be shocked. Like I'll be shocked if this guy, cleared waivers. Like if they able to sign him to the practice squad, I'll be shocked. I don't think Atlanta leaps and bounds better than us. We can split with them. Yeah, if this defense plays the way that it has tonight, man, if this defense play the way that we seen them play tonight, bro, ain't no like they can be in every game. They can be in every game. Like they can be in every football game. Cause it seems like to me like they know what they are as a team. Like this is gonna be a muddy, dirty football team. Like they're gonna have to muddy up the game. Like the defense is gonna have to be stout, like consistently every single week, and the offense just gonna have to be able to be pretty much conservative. Don't make too many mistakes. Ball security. This is what you gotta be. Yeah, but like I said, hopefully, like Kool-Aid McKinstry, like we gotta look at it this way. If you got a player of high caliber, and he goes out there and he, like you say, he hurts his ankle or hurts his leg or something like that, he ain't coming back. As soon as he went down, I knew for a fact that he wasn't coming back. You shouldn't want him to come back. if nothing serious, like I don't want him back out there. I feel like he played way too many snaps last week, if you ask me. I get like he's young and you want those guys to get those snaps, but man, if you have Marshawn Lattimore, if his week 1 status is in question, you don't want him out there. I'm talking Kool-Aid. You don't want him out there. So even if it's nothing serious, if he's gonna be all right after the game, like keep him on the sideline. All right, so here we go. Got Samson and Cool out here, so you know it's the full quarter. All right, wait a minute. Oh, okay, we got a flag on the play. And more than likely, when there are flags, it's against the return team. Yep. Most of the flags that you see on special teams going to be against the return team. They got a teamer out there. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about him. I forgot he was on the team. I guess he hasn't really made his mark either. So here we go. Well, we'll hear about Kool-Aid after the game. We'll see what's going on with Kool-Aid, and we'll find that out after the game. Here's the handoff right there. And got Fred Warner out there talking with him. That boy, they're a beast, man. Fred Warner. Definitely one of the best, the creme de la creme. All right, here we go with the rollout. Hayner throwing it, caught. A.T. Perry. Telling y'all, man, they need to stop. They need to go on here, stop messing around. Stop messing around with old boy. I'm talking Cedric Wilson. and realize that A.T. Perry is your number 3. All right. I know y'all trying to set some standards and all that kind of stuff. And when we need to see something, we needs to catch our eye. Like, this man go out there and make plays. Why y'all want him to stay in your eyes? This man is making plays right before your eye. All right, here we go. I mean, they ain't going nowhere. That was going absolutely nowhere. Either. Yeah, this is the ugly part, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ugly part of the game. You got Jacob Cabody out there. No disrespect, but when you see Cabody, Louisiana guy, but when you see him out there, no Brody. Oh man, what a pass! Now that was a really good pass right there, and good catch by Fairchild. No relation to Morgan Fairchild, I'm sure, but ran really good pass. That probably was the best pass of the night by any quarterback. Right there. That was the best pass of the night, Jake Haener. All right, so here we go. Jake Haener gets the handoff. Cabody getting some snaps. So this running back room right now, man, I mean, liking what I see out of Mims. Really like what I see out of James Robinson. Haven't seen Kenny Miller yet. Probably not going to see him. But I still think it would be a huge mistake by the Saints not keeping Kendrick Miller on their roster. Be a huge mistake, but that's just me. 2nd and 9. Fairchild in motion. Here we go. Another pass to Fairchild right there. That's another first down. So Fairchild making some plays this drive. Finally, we get a drive where we see a little bit of tempo from a backup quarterback. So Jake Haener trying to do what Spencer Rattler did last week, get the Saints down the field. But this time, they're going to have to get into the end zone. So here we go. 3-step drop there. And it's dropped by A.T. Perry. All right. So A.T. Perry had opportunity to not get the first down, but maybe get about 8 or 9 yards to set up a manageable second down. All right, so here we go. We got Austin in motion. Here's a handoff to Cabody. Cabody bounces to the outside, and he gets a few yards, sets up a very manageable third down, which I think this probably is 4-down territory. So here you go. These are the type of moments that win you a job. Can you get down the field? Can you put your team into field goal range? In this case, can you get your team into the end zone? We seen it last week. See if Haener can do it. Look really good on his drive so far. Here's the snap. Handoff, play action. Moves out of the pocket. There's nobody there. Tries to throw it down the field and incomplete. I mean, you had Kevin Austin, but it's kind of still over his head there. So if you would have got Kevin Austin, it would have been a touchdown. So this is what you talk about when it comes to like the inexperience, right? The inexperience of players, right? In moments like this. All right, tried to seal it. I don't know, it just sailed over the head of Kevin Austin. So here we go, 4th and 5, 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. All right, let's see what you got. Can you get that first down? Throws it. Caught. Kevin Austin. First down. That was a man catch right there. Kevin Austin right there. Good connection right there. What you have right there. Big physical guy, using his hands, fighting, winning that matchup, right? Those those are the type of catches that you need. That's the type of receiver I feel like the Saints have been missing. You know, that big physical guy, Jacob Kabodi right there runs. All right, that run right there probably is going to get you into the 2-minute warning. All right, I think you got a man down. Did he get up? Okay, I think that was Lemieux, but that's going to get you to the 2-minute warning. So right now you got a 2nd and 5 on your way out of the 2-minute warning. So Jake Haener trying to rally the troops here, trying to get into the end zone, try to get a go-ahead lead. Dennis Allen trying to become 2-0 in the preseason. A lot of scrutiny. A lot of people have something to say about Dennis Allen, saying that he's not the answer, saying he's one of the worst coaches in football. Haener is your backup. Well, like I said, man, it's so crazy though. It's so crazy because you look at both guys and it's like I don't see that much separation. But I will say this though. What's helping Haener, in my opinion, and I give you this, Big Velly, is the fact that we seen Jake Haener last week come into the game after Derek Carr and put on a solid performance. And if he gets this ball into the end zone, that would actually cap off. So what you're seeing is in him working with the second team. And then in this game, if he can get them into the end zone, this drive right here, he's working with the third team. So, bro, you're not in college anymore. That's not going to work in the NFL. You got to be able to bounce that ball up the field, but it is a flag on the play. Flag on the play. All right, so a holding penalty. So it's going to be 10 yards back. You know, like I said, I mean, he's done it. We seen him do it with the second and the third team. So that's actually serving the purpose right there. Got a holding penalty right there. Now it went from a 2nd and 5 to a 2nd and 15. So now you got to get 15 yards instead of 5 yards. Stanley Morgan in motion. In the gun. Throws it. Knocked out. Good defensive play right there. Off of 3rd and 15. Now it's 3rd and 15 now. All right, Jake Haener, that wasn't a very smart move right there. Because by you staring down Stanley Morgan, that just gave him the ammunition to know that that play was going directly to him. So you got to be careful with that. Got to be careful with that, man. You can't stare down. And I think that's something about Jake Haener too. Sometimes he stares down his receiver, and that's how balls end up trying to get intercepted. Kabodi spins out of bounds. All right, so you get close to the first down. Get close to it. It sets up a 4th down play. His last chance. All right, so here we go. 4th and 7. Can Jake Haener get it done? This is the question everybody wants to know. All right, we seen Spencer Rattler do it last week. Can he do it this week? Is the question. So here we go. Jake Haener on a 4th and 7. All right, so here we go right here. It looked like I got it on Paul. I got it on so it's a timeout by the 49ers. Probably just wanted to see what the Saints were going to do, what type of formation. So you got Jake Haener out there trying to motivate him. Trying to motivate him. But, you know, as far as like if I'm like based on the first 2 games, based on the first 2 games, I have to say Jake Haener should be your backup quarterback. Because like I said, I mean, we seen him come in after Derek Carr, work with the twos, and then turn around and being able to kind of drop down the field with the threes. 4th and 7, here we go right here. And no. So good defensive play right there. No flags. Tried to go to A.T. Perry. Right decision. Best wide receiver on the field by far. Jake Haener tried to throw the ball to A.T. Perry. My only criticism with that is you want to put that ball up nice and high to the back of the end zone. You got a 6'5", you got a 6'5" wide receiver right there, right? And he just couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. All right, so yeah, so that's gonna pretty much end the game right there. So that was not really good ball placement. So I don't know, TJ. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think right now, I think he's winning. Like it wouldn't be a surprise if they end up going in that direction, but at the end of the day, I just feel like based on what I've seen, like as far as performance, and what he's done, like for that last drive. I mean, they didn't score, they didn't get into the end zone, they didn't convert that fourth down, but at the end of the day, I think he did a good job kind of driving them down the field. I mean, none of these quarterbacks, I'm talking Rattler or Haener, like, I mean, both of them didn't play well tonight. But, I think that if we're looking at guys who actually made some plays, guys that actually like kind of, stood up, and for the most part, well, you have to say Haener. Haener had a couple better throws, but both of them look off. Both of them didn't look really good tonight. So a lot of things they got to work on right there. A lot of things they got to work on. As far as if you're Jordan Howden, you got to trust your eyes and you got to be instinctive. But definitely got to make that tackle. In a regular season, that's points right there. In regular season, that's points. All right, so the New Orleans Saints, they fall to the 49ers 16-10 tonight in preseason play. A lot of things, some good, some bad. I don't want to say too much ugly, but all in all, thought it was a pretty solid performance, by the defense, especially the first team. We got a little bit of maybe something that we can look forward to in the regular season. We seen Taysom Hill running the football, fullback and running back. We seen Jamal Williams look like he looked pretty well running the football in this game. We saw kind of setting up the play action, like short yardage passes, from Derek Carr. I don't know if that can actually, work into like guys, trying to make plays in space. We seen blocking upfield by the wide receivers. We see more emphasis on the block. Better showing by Trevor Penning tonight. It probably had a lot to do with the fact that they were more run oriented. So I think that you can win with this. Like you can win football games with this. You have a defense that is tough, that's physical. The NASCAR package that you have together that involves Chase Young, Paul Granderson, Brian Brzee, and Cam Jordan in the game at the same time, I think it'll work in your favor. The secondary looked pretty solid tonight with the opportunities that they had. I seen some really sound tackling in this game from the first team. You got a couple guys to me didn't really do themselves any favors. You really got to think about what you're going to do with Isaiah Foskey. In my opinion, I just think that that's something that might be considered a lost cause right there. It might be one of those guys that probably going to end up being one of your special teams players. But when you look at that, even, DeMarco Jackson kind of showed some flashes, made some sound tackles. Anthony Orji, a young linebacker, did an outstanding job tonight, making tackles, like sealing and, making tackles sideline to sidelines, pass deflections. Like that's what you want to see. That's what guys do when they trying to make a team. And then guys that just feel like they don't need to be out there because of their draft position look like Isaiah Foskey for the most part. But what we're about to do is we're about to go ahead and switch over to Bleacher Report. What I'm going to do is, folks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that link in the comments. If you want to come over and hear the post-game show, Saints Talk with Timothy J. Jones on Bleacher Report, I'm going to put that link in there. You got to download the Bleacher Report app in order for you to see that. Jerry says, I'm going to bed. We are definitely stuck with Carr. With a last name like Orgy, you gotta make. Oh man, let's see. We started this game and had nice play calls, really good. I was into the quarter halves like a real game. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not upset with this, man. It's preseason, you know. It's preseason. I know you want the team to win, but it's not really about that right now. It's about execution. It's about, can you make the plays that are necessary? But I ask that everybody hit the like button right now. Please hit the like button. If you enjoyed the State of the Saints podcast, I really do appreciate it. Once again, we're about to go ahead and switch over to Bleacher Report. I put the link in the comments. So if you want to come on over and check out the post-game show, feel free to come over. We're going to be talking about the New Orleans Saints. Going to be talking about this game. I'm going to talk about some of the things that we looked at the bright spots. So I really do appreciate you stopping by for the watch along here on the State of the Saints podcast. If nothing happens next time, you know, we're going to do it once again. We'll do week 3. I don't expect for guys like Carr or some of these other guys to play. We probably have a nice little sample size of both quarterbacks, probably taking a half a piece. Probably going to be Jake Hayne the first half, Spencer Rattler second half. So, and I think they're going to pretty much make their decision on who's going to be that backup. And I think that game is going to serve a huge purpose. It's going to be a home game, first home game. Been a long time since Saints fans actually seen the team up close. So it's going to be a great opportunity for Saints fans to come out there and cheer and let their voices be heard on a lighter scale leading up to the regular season. Once again, my name is Timothy J. Jones. Hopefully we want you over here. I ask that you subscribe if you have not already. You can follow me on X at TJAYJones8. You all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. And like always, all I got to say is, who dat?
Thank you for listening to my daddy's podcast.
Hey, don't let these tears fool you. There's all dog around this mug. I'm good.